Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your very own sports journalist, Shourabh Vittalmurthy, currently battling the fifth cancer. Welcoming you to this game here, the Indian Premier League, live here from Bengaluru, from Chinnaswamy, as Royal Challengers Bengaluru host Gujarat Titans here. Earlier this evening, Royal Challengers Bengaluru winning the toss first and straight away, no hesitation there, deciding to bowl first with the due to come in action in the second half of the game. They straight away decided to have a bowl here tonight here, and it's just been 1.3 overs, 10 for no loss as the captain of Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill and Sai Sudharsan are out there in the middle. 10 for no loss after 1.4 as here is Josh Hazelwood hitting his chest kind of a length here, running into bowl to Sai Sudharsan. This time an off cutter there, and Sudharsan just dabs it back to the bowler there. That'll just be a dot ball here. It's been a good over so far here. Good start here for Josh Hazelwood. Just 2 runs coming until now, and he's kept it out until now here. And to all the folks watching the stream here, hope you hit that like button. I hope you hit the subscribe button there. Every single like, every single subscription will mean the world to us. So kindly hit that like and subscribe button there. Here is Josh Hazelwood running into bowl to Sai Sudharsan this time, straying down the hips, tries to flick it off his hips, doesn't get good contact. The ball goes towards the square leg region, and that will be a single there, and that will be the end of the over here. Good over here from Josh Hazelwood, just 6 runs, just 4 runs coming off his first over. That will be 11 for none after 2 years. Steady start here for Gujarat Titans. They definitely will be keen to get a win tonight here. They lost the last game by a huge margin of 99 runs against Mumbai Indians, courtesy Tilak Verma scoring that big century the other night. They'll be keen to get back to winning ways and climb to the top half of the table there. And Royal Challengers Bengaluru, on the other hand, will be also keen to get back to winning ways after losing by 6 wickets against Delhi Capitals, courtesy David Miller scoring those runs in the last over and taking them across the other night there. And with that said, hope you're having a wonderful time and hope you're having a great cricketing spectacle out here on Sports Beyond Cancer, as here is Sai Sudharsan all set to face Bhuvneshwar Kumar. This time Bhuvneshwar Kumar, good link, everybody shaping away from the left-hander. Wonderful batting there, just guiding the ball between the short third man fielder and the second slip there, and the ball will run away to the boundary there, using the pace of the bowler, opening the face of the bat, just guiding it between the 2 fielders there. Soft hands there, and waiting for the balls to come onto the bat, and he's managed to extract that gap between those 2 fielders in the slip cordon there. Wonderful shot here from Sai. Well, just had to adjust my camera position there so that I come in the frame there. So kindly excuse me for that. Sai Sudharsan is not been in that kind of a form which he generally is during this IPL tournaments here. This time on the pads, he flicks it away towards the mid-wicket fielder. That will be a dot ball here. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he's been wonderful. He's the only pacer to have 200 plus wickets. He's just behind Yuzvendra Chahal in the list of most number of wickets throughout the IPL career there. Here is Bhuvneshwar once again running into bowl to Sai Sudharsan. This time good link delivery, and he punches it through the cover region there. The ball's gone through the infield, and it is Krunal Pandya to the rope, and the ball will eventually win the race there. Wonderful shot there, holding his balance, and a punch off the back foot there. A touch of class there from Sai Sudharsan. This is what we are missing from Sai Sudharsan in the previous games. Off his back foot, he rises to his toes and just punching it away past the cover point fielder, and the ball will run away into the boundary there. Wonderful textbook style of a shot here from Sai Sudharsan. Here is Bhunesh Kumar to Sai Sudharsan here. This time Sai Sudharsan charging down the ground. Good link delivery, shaping away from the left-hander. Taps it back to the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. 19 for no loss after, beg your pardon there. There's still one more ball to go. 19 for no loss after 2.5 there. Royal Challengers Bengaluru currently placed 3 in the points table, while Gujarat Titans find themselves at number 7 there. This will be an important game for both the sides here. Both the sides coming off a defeat, and they'll be eager to get back to winning ways and also get that 2 points into the names here. As here is Bhunesh Kumar once again running into bold Sai Sudharsan. This time the ball straying on the middle and leg here, and he's flicked it off his pads towards the deep fine leg region, backward square. As Tim David will collect the ball in the deep, and he'll return it back to the wicket keeper Jitesh Sharma. That will be a single, and Sai Sudharsan will be happy to have the strike here. 20 for no loss after 3. And if at all you're watching the stream, do not forget to hit that like button, and do not forget to hit the share button and subscribe button there. Every single like and subscribe is welcomed here. We are a sports beyond cancer. I'm Shourabh Vittalmurthy, a sports journalist currently battling my 5th cancer at the age of 33. I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand. And during my time there in New Zealand, my 5th cancer struck me. And since the last 3 years, I've been battling life and death on the edge of my bed. And now that I've entered the remission phase, I thought, why not do something here on the virtual platform until I completely recover from my cancer? Because I still have 18 to 20 months on my treatment left with the plastic surgeries and grafting surgeries to come in. And so I was waiting for it. So I thought, why not stick to a virtual platform? Let's try it out, because I did not want to give up on my life. I did not want to give up on my passion there. And it also makes me keep myself diverted from the chaos on the other side of my life, which I have to bear for the rest of the entire day. So I thought, why not do something here in the virtual platform there, and also show it to the world, and also challenge to the universe that no matter what, never settle for anything else. Stay resilient and keep fighting till the end, and never ever give up on your passion. And that's what we are doing here on Sports Beyond Cancer. I worked as sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering major leagues in India, international tournaments, even the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, a lot of IPLs and stuff. So it's been that sort of a career, but unfortunately this is the best I can do. I'm not happy to be doing it on the virtual platform, but still we are putting in a fight here. And this time banks an in shot outside the off stump. Sai Sudharsan, the ball was a tad keeping a little bit low there, and he had to make his last minute adjustment, but eventually pulls the ball wide off the mid-on fielder there, and the ball will run away into the boundary there. 4 runs here. Poor ball on this occasion from Rafiq Salamdar. He's been impressive here, Rafiq Salamdar, for Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Even in the previous game, he bowled wonderfully there, Rafiq Salamdar. This time the ball banged in short outside the off stump. Lot of it on offer here. Will this be 4 runs here? Will this be Tim David in the ropes here? Yes, it will be Tim David. Poor ball here, width on offer, and the ball shaping away from Sai Sudharsan, and he cut it away to perfection towards the deep point region there. Tim David running in from the third man region, puts in a full stretch dive, but no chance at all, and that will be 4 runs there. Beg your pardon there. Tim David coming in from the backward point region, the deep backward point region there, no chance at all. The ball banged in short outside the off stump, shaping away from the left-hander, and Sai Sudharsan waited for it and cuts it to perfection. And Tim David, the ball goes past him. That will be 4 runs here. 2 boundaries on the trot here. Once again, width on offer outside the off stump, and this time he's cut it, but this time along the ground, straighter to Tim David on this occasion. They'll only be able to pick up a single on this occasion here. Missed out opportunity. Sure, Sai Sudharsan will be looking at that same ball, the same kind of a delivery, but this time he cuts it straighter towards Tim David on the boundary ropes there. And if at all you're watching the stream, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button there. Every single like and subscription will mean the world to us, so kindly do not forget to hit that subscribe button there. Here is Rafiq Salamdar to Shubman Gill there. Good length delivery, shaping away from the right-hander. Shubman Gill happy to guide it away towards the third man region, and he'll pick up a single there. He'll be happy to play second fiddle, especially with Sai Sudharsan displaying his stroke play from the other end. Elegant drives, pull shots, late cuts, and piercing the gaps in the power play. Shubman Gill will be more than happy to play second fiddle to Sai Sudharsan and watch the proceedings from the best seat in the house, that is from the other end there. Rasikdar to Sudharsan. This time the ball shaping away from the left-hander. The ball was in the air. He drives it in the air. And once again the ball will go towards the deep backward point region. And that will be a single to end the over. 11 runs coming off Rasik's first over. That will be 31 for none after 4 overs there. And to all the folks who joined in, do not forget to hit that subscribe and also do let us know in the chat box which team are you supporting tonight here. Every single message would be wonderfully welcomed here on Sports Beyond Cancer. We are trying to build a global community out here on Sports Beyond Cancer because we want the support from all you folks there. We have a lot of people from across the globe, Canada, West Indies, Guyana, Trinidad, and then USA, New Zealand, South Africa. A lot of people from South Africa and England, New Zealand, Australia, then Canada, Singapore, and Malaysia, South Asia, including India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh too. And it's wonderful to have a loving community where we all love cricket to the core here in the rightest spirits of the game. As here is Josh Hazlewood into his second over here. This time the ball a little bit banging shot here. Sai Sudharsan tried to play the ramp shot there, but somehow he didn't get good contact on it off the edge. Just going past Jitesh Sharma's full stretch dive there underneath his hands, and the ball will run away into the boundary there. Wonderful lucky there for the batter there. Just going past an outstretched arm of Jitesh Sharma there, because as soon as Sai Sudharsan tried to play the lap shot, Josh Hazlewood followed him up, and Sai Sudharsan, despite the ball falling up, he played the lap shot off the inside edge. The ball just going past Jitesh Sharma in the deep there. This time Sai Sudharsan charging down the ground, and Josh Hazlewood hitting that perfect hard length test match kind of a length, and the ball climbing onto the batter, and he's missed the ball, and Jitesh Sharma has a shy at the striker's end here for stumping there, but that be a dot ball here. Sai Sudharsan 31 of 24. Gill 2 of 3 here. Here is Josh Hazlewood running into bowl to Sai Sudharsan there. Banks it in shot outside the off stump. Sai Sudharsan cuts it away. Will this clear the ropes here? Yes, it'll clear the ropes. The ball's gone over the point region there. A huge six here. Banged in shot outside the off stump. And Sai Sudharsan up onto it. Cuts it hard. And the ball's been sliced away over the point region there for a huge six here. He's up and running tonight here. 37 of 25 here. Sai Sudharsan take a bow. Wonderful shot there. With an offer outside the off stump. He jumps in the air. Gets that extra elevation there, and he slices it over the point region there. Huge six here for Sai Sudharsan there. This time good length delivery onto the bats there. He's tucked it away towards the mid-wicket region there. Sai Sudharsan quickly off for a single there, but declined there by Shubman Gill there. Sudharsan is not happy. That'll be a dot ball here. A couple of changes tonight here for Gujarat Titans. If at all you might have observed, I think Glenn Phillips has been dropped, and tonight the big all-rounder who performed wonderfully in the World Cup, T20 World Cup, Jason Holder gets an outing tonight here, and also Mano Suttar comes in place of I think Ashok Sharma there. Josh Hazlewood. This time that'll be 4 runs here. Backs away himself towards the leg stump, and the ball once again good length delivery shaping away from the left-hander, and he cuts it away. The ball running away towards the third man region there. 4 runs here. 4 runs written all over it, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. Wonderful shot here, and he'll pick up 4 runs here, and that'll be the end of the over here. It'll be 45 for none after 4.5 overs. That's an expensive over considering Josh Hazlewood standards there, and 14 runs coming off Josh Hazlewood's over there, and that'll be 45 for none after 4 overs here. 5 overs here, beg your pardon there. Rashik, the good link delivery outside the off stump, taps it towards the point region there. That will be a dot ball here. Here is Rasik Salamda to Shubman Gill. This time a little bit short here. Shubman Gill tries to play the pull shot. Doesn't get good contact behind it. He's hit it aerially, but it will clear the mid-wicket fielder there. And Devdutt Padikkal from the mid-wicket region will run back and will trace the ball. And by then the batters will come back for 2 runs here. Not a convincing shot here. The ball was climbing onto him, and the ball hitting a little bit higher onto the bat there and swirling over the mid-wicket fielder, and there the Padikkal will trace back and will keep the batters to just 2 runs here. Here's Shubman Gill charging down the wicket here, and this time probably a slow ball. He had to wait for the ball there, and there you go, 107.4 clicks on that one. He backed away from the leg stump, and then he gave a charge down the ground, and straight away Rashik are bowling a back of the hand delivery, pitching outside the off stump and turning into the leg stick there, and he just slaps the ball over the mid-on fielder there, and a couple of bounces, and it will go into the advertising hoarding there. 4 runs here for Shubman Gill, and that will bring up the 50 partnership here. 51 of none for none after 5.3 overs here. Here is Rasik Salamdar, a slow ball once again, full length delivery. He's driven it away towards the short mid-wicket, towards the mid-wicket fielder there, and they'll scamper for a quick single there. A fumble there from the fielder in the mid-wicket region, but the batters already had completed the single there. Here is Rasik. This time width outside the off stump. The same ball, same shot here. Sai Sudharsan fancies in that area. And RCB have been bowling in a similar line and length to Sai Sudharsan time and time again. I think it's probably his 4th boundary in the same region for a similar kind of a ball there. The ball pitching on leg stick, good length delivery, shaping away from the left-hander, and is extremely good off the back foot, especially cutting the ball and placing it to perfection wide of the gully fielder there, and the ball will run away into the boundary there. No chance at all for the fielder in the deep backward point. And a wonderful shot here. I think it's the 4th or the 5th boundary he scored in that manner there. This time back off the hand delivery, and he just guides it away towards the gully region, and they'll scamper for a quick single there. That will be the end of the 12 runs coming off this over, and that will be 57 for no loss after 6 overs here. That will be the end of the power play. 57 for none after 7. 57 for none after 6 overs here. It's been a good start here for Gujarat Titans here. We all know this is going to be a belter of a contest here because we all know the pitch conditions here in Bangalore. So definitely the average score should be somewhere around 210, 215. And Gujarat Titans en route towards that here. It's Krunal Pandya running in this time. Banks in a quicker one and Sudharsan rocks back and pulls it away towards the wide of the long on. Just a single there. He's been instrumental to provide the crucial breakthroughs. Krunal Pandya time and time again. Can he do it one more time tonight here? Royal Challengers Bengaluru will be keen to either get one of these batters out here. The field's now spread out here and straight away the spinner's been brought into the attack here. One in the sweeper coverage and one in the long off. One in the long on, one in the deep mid wicket, and one in the deep fine leg region there. Deep backward square, beg your pardon there. This time he tucks it away towards the deep square leg region and he'll pick up a single there off the pads. As Shubman Gill just guiding it towards the deep backward square to take the single there. Yes, Sai Sudharsan. A bouncer there once again. Krunal Pandya this time he pulls it away towards the deep square leg region there. That will be single on this occasion. It's a decent start here by Krunal Pandya. 3 singles of the first 3 balls there. This time, a wonderful ball there. A lot of reps on that one. Tossing it slower through the air, pitching on leg and turning away from the right-hander there. And is driven it towards the cover fielder there. Wonderful ball there. There's a little bit of turn offer here on this surface tonight. Krunal Pandya this time on the pads. He tucks it off his pads towards the deep backward square. And single there. Just 4 runs off the first. Beg your pardon there. There's one more ball to go. 4 runs off the first 5 balls there. And the last ball here, Will Sudharsan try to maximize. It's been a quiet over so far here. Krunal Pandya, this is the lower trajectory delivery, quicker one, pitching and shaping away from the left-hander. Sai Sudharsan trying to play the cut shot, the ball going past his outside edge, and that will be a dot ball to end the over. Just 4 runs coming off Krunal Pandya's first. A good start here for Krunal Pandya, and that will be 61 for none after 7. Romario Shepherd has been given an early over tonight here. 8th over and straight away he's been given the ball tonight here. Here is Romario Shepherd running into ball to Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill taps it towards wide of the backward point fielder towards the third man, and he'll pick up a single there. The last game we saw him being given the last over there when he was asked to defend those 15 odd runs against likes of Stubbs and David Miller, against the likes of David Miller there. But tonight he's been given an early over here. Surprise there. He definitely bowls well. He's someone who's picked up a fifer and in the recently concluded T20 World Cup there, and he definitely can more than bowl there. And wonderful to see RCB giving him over as early as the 8 overs tonight here. This time Sai Sudharsan early into the shot here, shuffles way across the off stick and tries to play the lap shot here. He's got underneath the ball and he's played the lap shot. The ball's going over the fine leg region there. Huge 6 here from Sai Sudharsan, using the pace of the bowler and getting across the line and playing the ramp shot here, and he'll pick up 6 runs here, and that will also bring up his half century here. 54 of 33 here for Sai Sudharsan here. Wonderful knock here from Sai Sudharsan. He's back to his vintage best here. Wonderful shot, shuffling way across the off stick, getting underneath the ball and playing the ramp shot, and he'll pick up 6 runs here. We all understand the dimensions here in Bengaluru are comparatively small, and it was in the right slot because he premeditated it, and he's gone for that scoop and he's managed to get 6 runs here. This time, a ball full delivery outside the off stump, and that definitely meant to be punished here, and he's driven it through the cover regions. That'll be 4 runs here. You can't bowl that kind of a line and length to Sai Sudharsan. He's extremely strong technically, and he's a wonderful test player there. And whenever it's in his zone, he'll hit you that traditional style of shots and stroke play, and he'll pick up 4 runs without any risk there. 4 runs here. Poor bowling here. This time, good length delivery, and is happy to just guide along the ground towards the third man region, and he'll pick up the single here. Sensible batting. He's got a 6, he's got a 4, and he'll pick up a single. It's a good ball. He'll pick up a single and keep the scorecard ticking there. Wonderful batting here for Sai Sudharsan. 59 of 35 balls there. He's finally found his touch here, and a lot of shots in that point and the backward point region, because Royal Challengers Bengaluru have to blame themselves, bowling to his strengths there, pitching it outside the off stump, pitching it on, giving him width outside the off stump in the good lengths deliveries there, and he definitely is someone who loves to play off the back foot, jump on his toes and play the cut shot there, and he definitely loves playing those textbook style of strokes, and he's managed to pick up I think 4 or 5 boundaries, 5 boundaries in that region there. Here is Romario Shepherd to Shubman Gill. An off cutter there from Romario Shepherd there, and Shubman Gill punches it, pulls it away, and the ball pulls it away along the ground, and the ball will go away towards the wide of the long on region there. That will be 4 runs here. Poor bowling here. Half tracker, rolls his finger, no pace at all. Shubman Gill, that half jab there, half pull there, that which Shubman Gill is known to play, that kind of it doesn't complete the full follow through there, and Romario Shepherd is surprised there. That's ball being dispatched for a boundary there. Wonderful shot here from Shubman. It's an expensive over so far. 12 runs coming off the first 5 balls here. The last ball of the over. 16 runs coming off the first 5 balls. I beg your pardon there. This time outside the off stump, he drives it through the infield towards the sweeper cover, and pick up the single there. 17 coming off Romario Shepherd's first, and that will be 8 overs, none for 78, and it will be the time for the strategic timeout here. 2.5 minutes of break, and if at all you're watching the stream at Sports Beyond Cancer, let's have a look up at the lineup here. They have a wonderful depth there. The likes of Josh Butler, Washington Sundar, Jason Holder has been brought tonight here, Rahul Tewatia, and Shah Rukh Khan, so they're extremely deep, so we'll have to wait and watch how things go ahead in the next matter of next 12 hours here. So if at all you're watching the stream here, and if at all you are new at your Sports Beyond Cancer, this is your very own sports journalist, Shourabh Vittalmurthy, bringing you a professional style of sports commentary, ball-by-ball commentary here on Sports Beyond Cancer. I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years across India and New Zealand, covering major tournaments and leagues, and even the domestic and the grassroots leagues too, across the India as well as across New Zealand, even Tokyo Olympics 2020 and 2021, and but currently I'm battling my 5th cancer, and that's the reason the name of the channel is Sports Beyond Cancer here. And if at all you're watching the stream here, do not forget to support us by hitting that subscribe button and share with your friends and family. We are trying to build a global community out here on Sports Beyond Cancer here. And thank you for your message there, Lakshmi Reddy Yenumala there. Extremely sorry, I just saw your message there. Hi to you too, Lakshmi Reddy Yenumala. Wonderful to have you here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Thank you so much for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer and supporting us by watching the stream and helping us in this battle against our 5th cancer there. It means wonderful to have such like-minded community here on Sports Beyond Cancer, where people love sports to the core there. $78 for none after 8 overs here. To all the folks who just stormed into Sports Beyond Cancer, after a long day at work. Earlier this evening, Royal Challengers Bangalore winning the toss and straight away putting the opposition into bat there. And since then, Sai Sudharsan has been making merry out there in the middle. The Royal Challengers Bangalore, as you know, they hit the test kind of a length with both with all the three there, Rashik Salamdar and especially Joyce Hazelwood and then even Bhuvaneshwar Kumar taking the ball away from the left-hander there, and Sai Sudharsan wonderfully playing those late cuts in the backward point region and the point region and picking a flurry of boundaries there, a series of boundaries in those regions. And he's also played some innovative shots, just like you saw in the last over, playing that lap shot for a 6 over the fine leg off from Ira Shepherd. And Gujarat Titans have find themselves at 78 for none after 8 overs here. And Shubman Gill at the other end, happy to play second fiddle to Sai Sudharsan. He's on 17 of 13, watching the proceedings from the other end as the youngster from Tamil Nadu is making merry out there with the bat here in Bengaluru tonight here. Krunal Pandya into his second over here. His first over, just 4 runs coming off it. It's been a tight over here. And now here he is running into ball to Shubman Gill. This time the ball onto the leg stick. He's flicked it off his bats towards the wide of the long on region there. Straight away raises his hand upwards, letting your Sai Sudharsan know that that should be just a single there. Krunal Pandya, change of field for Krunal Pandya. He's bringing the long off into the circle there, and he sent the fielder in the backward, in the point region towards the backward point region, because that's the strength of Sai Sudharsan there. So he sent the field backward there and has brought the long off into the circle there. This time Krunal Pandya, this time straying down the leg there, and Sai Sudharsan happy to leave it, and that'll be a white ball here. Krunal Pandya bowls a bouncer here, and Sai Sudharsan cuts it away. One hand coming off the handle here, and the ball will go over the third man region there. 6 runs here from Sai Sudharsan here. Surprising Krunal Pandya, surprising element with the kind of shot he's played here. He was surprised there, especially Sai Sudharsan initially with the bouncer shaping away from him, and he arches back and cuts it away, and almost a helicopter kind of a cut shot here, and one handle coming off his hand as he tried to play that helicopter shot, and he's managed to get the distance here. The ball landing into the advertising hoarding there, and Krunal Pandya cannot believe it all, the power he's generated from that sort of a scenario situation there, and he'll pick up 6 runs here. This time bangs in shot into the body, rocks back and pulls it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there, and that'll just be a single on this occasion here. Good batting here from Sudharsan, as not just trying to hit the boundaries, he is just hitting the boundaries, pacing his innings wonderfully, and then picking up those singles, keeping the scoreboard moving there. Sensible stuff here from the youngster Sai Sudharsan there. Krunal Pandya straying down the pads, and Shubman Gill happy to tuck it away towards the deep square leg region there, happy to pick up the single and watch the proceedings from the other end, because Sudharsan is playing with that kind of a tempo and authority, as Royal Challengers Bangalore remain clueless since the start of the innings. He's dominated them, and Shubman Gill more than happy to watch the proceedings from the other end. This time Krunal Pandya coming in with that lower trajectory arm ball, quicker one, the ball pitching on middle stick and shaping extremely wide outside Sai Sudharsan's reach there. Sai Sudharsan just having a word with Shubman Gill that would this be a white ball there, should we go in for the review there. Shubman Gill and Sai just having a word, and they decide that they wouldn't be taking the steps here, that'll just be a dot ball there. Once again, a lower trajectory ball here from Krunal Pandya here, and the ball flight delivery outside the off stump, and Sai Sudharsan goes down one knee and he's played the slog sweep here, and the ball's going over the corner region there. That'll be a huge 6 here. Sai Sudharsan up and running here. He's taking Krunal Pandya to the cleaners here, and that'll be 6 runs here. Wonderful shot here. 94 for no loss after 9 overs here. He's up and running already into 72 here. What a wonderful shot here from Sai Sudharsan. He'll pick up 6 runs here. It's an expensive over on this occasion for Krunal Pandya. 16 runs coming off it, courtesy of those 2 sixes there. And that'll be 94 for no loss after 9 overs here. Suyash Sharma has been introduced into the attack here for the first time here. This time the ball turning away from the right-hander, pitching in good length and turning away from the right-hander. Is driven it towards the super coverage in there, and I think the fielder there in the deep will be Jordan Cox, who's coming as a substitute there, and that'll just be a dot ball single there. Here is Suyash running into ball to Sudarshan. Straight away starts off with a googly on the pads and is happy to just trickle it down towards the mid-wicket region there for a single there. Suyash to Shubman Gill, who's on 20 of 16. Straying down the line. A good take by the wicketkeeper there. Good take there. But that'll be a white ball there. Wonderful, wonderful take there. Especially when Shubman Gill tried to play the sweep shot. And the keeper, with less vision on that side of the things, he's managed to hold on to the ball cleanly there. That'll be a dot ball, white ball there. Nothing but a white ball there. No much more damage there. This time Goodling returning sharply into the right-hander. Is happy to just punch it down the ground towards the long one there for a single there. .52% of Sai Sudharshan's run coming in the backward point region and the third man region there. 52% here. Take about that speaks about his strength there in that region. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have some news out here for you. This time a flight delivery outside the off stump is driven it away towards the deep point, and that'll be a single there. Sai Sudharshan has notched up 2,000 runs here. Sai Sudharshan has notched up 2,000 runs in the Indian Premier League, and he becomes the fastest batter to reach 2,000 runs in the history of IPL. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. Sai Sudharshan becomes the fastest batter to notch up 2,000 runs, and it's taken him just 47 innings there. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. 47 innings, and he's notched up his 2,000 runs. He becomes the fastest person to reach 2,000 runs in the IPL there. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. The flamboyant left-handed batter there, Sai Sudharshan here, and this time he'll pick up a single there, and that'll bring up the 100 year for Gujarat Titans here. 100 year of 9.5 overs here. Wonderful, an opening 100-run stand here between these two as they will both meet in the middle and they acknowledge each other for the wonderful innings here with Sudarshan batting on 74 of 41 and Shubman Gill 22 of 18 there. He's happy to play second fiddle to watch his teammate bat in that sort of a manner there. Here is Suyash Sharma to Sai Sudharshan here. This time straying down the pads here. Sai Sudharshan goes down on one knee and sweeps it away. Poor ball there, and the ball will go over the short fine leg region. Now a couple of bounces into the boundary there, and that will be 4 runs here. 104 for none after 10 here, and that will be 10 runs coming off Suyash Sharma's first over here. He bowled a wonderful over, but the last ball a freebie down the leg, and Sai Sudharshan, in the kind of form he's been this evening here, he'll definitely not spare you, and he's ensured he punishes Suyash Sharma there. He'll pick up a boundary, and that will be 104 for none after 10. This time, Shubman Gill, he takes on Kunal Pandya there, and that will be 6 runs here. The first of the night probably here from Shubman Gill, and he's waited, he's been patient at the other end, but now he's gone for the slog sweep there. The ball in his arc there, and he's gone for the slog sweep there. Flight delivery outside the off stump, he's gone for the slog sweep over the deep square leg region there. 6 runs here. This time a quicker one, and Shubman Gill late onto the pull shot here, pulls it away towards the wide deep wicket region there, and this time banging shot outside the off stump. Shubman Gill cuts it away towards the point region. That will be single there. Krunal Pandya, 2.4 overs, none for 29. He'll be eager to get a breakthrough here. Rajat Patidar will be eager to get a breakthrough here. 113 for no loss after 10.4 overs. Well. It was definitely evident that this is going to be a 210 plus or 205 to 15, 220 plus kind of a score of a wicket here, because we all know Bengaluru, the dimensions of the ground are comparatively smaller, and also, I mean, it's a good batter's paradise here. It's a bowler's nightmare here, and this time good ball here, and clever batting here from Sai Sudharsan, realizing that it's a good ball. The only way he can maximize the runs was to gently tap it towards the deep mid-wicket region there, and before the fielder runs in all the way from the edge of the ropes, the batter's comfortably back into the crease after completing 2 runs here. Sensible batting here, a touch of class and a presence of awareness there. Here is once again tucked it off his middle stick towards the deep mid-wicket region there. He'll pick up the single and he'll be happy to retain the strike here. 116 for none after 11 here. Rafiq Salamdar, this time back of the hand, slower delivery, and good fielding there from Rajat Patidar in the cover region there. A wonderful drive shot that was going past the cavalry fielder. Rajat Patidar diving towards his right. He's managed to stop the ball, get some hand onto it, and that will just be 1 run here. Wonderful effort there from the Challengers captain there. Shubman Gill once again happy to give the strike back to Sudharsan there. Picks up a single there. 118 off 11.2. The current run rate 10.48. This time once again a slow full toss outside the off stump, and they wanted the single there, but good fielding there from Rajat Patidar. It was hit a little bit straight towards Rajat Patidar, and they decided that they would not be taking a single there. Good ball here. Good bowling here from Rasikdar coming in. This time the full length delivery outside the off stump is drilled it down the ground towards the long off region. That will be a single on this occasion here. He's moved on to 84 of 48 balls. It's been a decent over so far here from Rasik Salamdar. Just 3 runs of the first 4 balls here. Yorker length delivery, and this time he squeezed it away towards the long on region there. That will be a single here. Good over so far here. Just 4 of the first 5 balls here. Will Sai Sudharsan try to produce or manufacture a big shot here? It's been a quiet over this so far. Just 4 runs coming off the first 5 balls here. Will he look to maximize on this delivery here? And if at all you haven't hit that like and subscribe button there, kindly hit that like and subscribe button there. Every single like and subscription will mean the world to us in this battle against our 5th cancer there. This time a slower ball outside the off stump, and Sai Sudharsan had to wait for the ball to come onto him because of the back of hand delivery, and he's managed to drive it along the ground towards the sweeper coverage, and there that'll be a single there. That ball was 109.4 clicks on that one, and that'll be 121 for none after 12 years. Good bowling here from Rasik Salamdar. Just 5 runs coming off this over. A tight over here, and that'll be 12 overs, 121 for none. And with 12 overs remaining, what do you guys reckon? What do you think Gujarat Titans can put out on board tonight here? Do let us know in the chat box. The chat box is eagerly waiting for your first message there. Every single message will mean the world to us. We'll be extremely kind, extremely happy, and extremely kind of you to put out a message there, because we want to make this feel like a human conversation and not just a commentary where I'm speaking out to a camera there. So do let us know in the chat box which team you're supporting tonight, and also which city you're watching the stream from. And to all the folks who are watching the stream, welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, our own sports journalist, bringing you this game here. Hope you're enjoying and hope you're having a wonderful time here. This time, Sai Sudharsan, oh, what a shot here. What a shot here. That is extremely easy to the eyes, but let me tell you, it's one of the toughest shots that you can ever play here. Googly outside the off stump, and Sai Sudharsan decides to go over inside out here. The ball was turning away from him. He gets down on one knee and he plays it over the wide of the long off region there, and that will be 6 runs here. 6 runs here. Probably the best shot we have seen so far this evening here, and coming off the blade of Sai Sudharsan. It's very easy to look on the eyes, but it's one of the toughest shots that you can ever play here. This time a flighted delivery outside the off stump. Sai Sudharsan smashes it straight back to the bowler there. Smashes it straight back to the bowler there. Well, you can call it as a drop chance there, but it's definitely hit him hard there. It's definitely hit the bowler hard there. That will definitely sting. That will definitely sting there, because the ball was flighted outside the off stump, and Sai Sudharsan once again a googly hitting it straight back there to the bowler there, and it hitting his fingers there. It definitely hitting his fingers in a bad position there. Well, that will definitely sting there. Sai Sudharsan straight away raises his arm up towards the bowler, and then raising his arms up towards the captain of Royal Challengers Bengaluru there. Great sportsmanship spirit here by Sai Sudharsan, straight away apologizing towards the bowler as well as the opposition captain there. He did not have to, but that's what gentlemen do. That's what good cricketers do. And Sai Sudharsan straight away apologizing towards Suyash Sharma and Rajat Patidar there. Hopefully nothing serious here. We do not want to witness any kind of an injury. It's extremely tough for sports fans to watch injuries, despite it could be a rivalry team or any team across there. And we would definitely want anyone to undergo any injury there. Hopefully he's back on the toes, and hopefully no damage there for Suyash Sharma there. The physios are out there in the middle, so we'll have to wait. He's going to be assessing the situation and the injury. 127 for 9 after 12.2 overs here. And Suyash Sharma there in his follow through was injured by a ball that was hit venomously back towards Suyash Sharma there. You could call it a drop chance, but that would be tough on the bowler there. And flight delivery, a googly, and he hit it straight back towards the bowler there. And the previous ball, a couple of balls ago, Sai Sudharsan hitting that 6 over the wide of the long off region there. Take a ball, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the toughest shots you can ever play in the cricketing sphere there. Googly turning away from him and to get underneath the ball and to hit it through the line there. Wonderful stuff there from Sai Sudharsan. That's why I keep telling you, when this gentleman bats out there in the middle and when he starts getting going, he's extremely pleasing to watch to the eyes. Suyash Sharma is fine now. Is once again starts off with a googly there, and he is cut away towards the sweeper coverage, and there that'll pick up a single there. Suyash to gill there. This time, bang this shot. Googly, has he managed to clear the field? No, he hasn't there. It was a googly shorter length delivery, and Shubman Gill trying to play the pull shot. No power and elevation behind the shot. And the ball's in the air, and the fielder there in the long on region will hold on to the catch there. And the crowd, which had been silent until now, the Red Army, which had been silent until now, they erupt out here in Chinnaswamy. That will be the first breakthrough in this contest here. Once again, a googly banged in shot, turning into the right hander, and Shubman Gill trying to play the pull shot here. No elevation and no power behind that shot here. And he mistimed it straight towards the long on fielder as Rajat Patidar holds on to the catch here, and Suyash Sharma will celebrate here. That will be the first breakthrough here for Bangalore. Much required breakthrough, as Shubman Gill, the captain of Gujarat Titans, will have to make his way back to the dressing room. He's been dismissed for 32 of 24 balls. Scott Rajat Patidar bowls Suyash Sharma, and that will be 128 for 1 after 12.4 overs. Well, Josh Butler walks in at number 3 here for Gujarat Titans. The big English wicket keeper there from England here's walking in at number 3 for Gujarat Titans here. The platform is set, and with 7.2 overs to go, Gujarat Titans will be eager to get at least 90 runs with 9 wickets in hand, and especially under this ground, on this ground with this kind of a dimensions there. Starts off with a googly there, off the bats. The ball's run away into the fine leg region there. And Romara Shepard will cut it off, and the batters will come back for 2 runs here. I think that'll be 2 leg byes there. Suyash to Butler. Once again, a googly. And off with middle stick. He tucks it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. And that'll be single to end the over. Good over here for RCB. 8 runs and a wicket for Suyash Sharma. The big wicket of Shubman Gill there. And that'll be 100 and... beg your pardon there. That'll be... 131 for 1 after 13 here. 7 more overs to go. How much do you reckon Gujarat Titans can put on board tonight here? Do let us know in the chat box there. We are eagerly waiting for your message in the chat box there. So do let us know what you think Gujarat Challengers will be chasing tonight here. The Red Army, the Red Flags are finally erupting as the fans are on the toes, seeing the back of the opposition captor being sent back to the dressing room in the form of Shubman Gill, and they are celebrating and they're having a gala time out here in Bengaluru. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he's been brought back for his second spell here. He's running into ball to Josh Butler this time, angling into the leg stump. He's tucked it away towards the long on region. There will they be coming back for second 2 runs here. Good running here from Sai Sudharsan. Response to the call. A little lazy there from the fielder, running in from the long on region into the circle, and they have managed to pick up 2 runs here. Gently tapping it, and Josh Butler just had a look at Sai Sudharsan, and Sai Sudharsan was up in a flash, and he's come back for 2 runs here. Wonderful running there. And that will be 2 runs here. This time the ball in swinging onto his pads, and this time he's driving it towards the long on region. This time there'll be only a chance for a single there. Sai Sudharsan is on 92 of 52, and a change in field here for Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and strange strategies and plan there, I think, is bringing on the deep square leg and the deep fine leg region there. So probably going to be bowling a short ball or cramping him for room there, because we all know that he plays the ramp shot very well. I think that's the reason he's making some changes on the field there. One deep fine leg, one deep mid wicket, one long on, long off, and one in the sleeper cover there. There you go. Here is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Sai Sudharsan, a full toss here, and he hit it straight down. 1 bounce into the boundary there towards the deep mid wicket region there. 4 runs here. A freebie there, full toss, and Sai Sudharsan has hit it across the line towards the deep mid wicket region there. 1 bounce into the advertising hoarding there. 4 runs here. A rare sight here from Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and Sai Sudharsan finding the gap to perfection, keeping the ball away from the field there in the deep. He'll pick up 4 runs here. This time banks in shot outside the off stump. Sai Sudharsan jumps in the air and cuts the ball towards the backward point, towards the deep point region. Tim David will cut off the ball at the rope, and he'll pick up a single here. 3 away, 3 shy from a much deserved century here. Sai Sudharsan, he's played wonderfully tonight here. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Josh Butler drives it past the bowler towards the long on. Happy to pick up a single there. Virat Kohli with the throw, swiftly getting it back to Jitesh Sharma. That'll just be a single there. There is Bhuvneshwar Kumar to Sai Sudharsan, fulling the outside the off stump. He drives it along the ground towards the sweeper cover, and he'll pick up a single on this occasion. Good over here. That'll be 141 for 1 after 14 overs here. 10 runs coming off it, and that'll be 141 for 1 after 14 years. 6 more overs to go. Can they score 70, 75 odd runs? Because the 210 is the par score here on this wicket here in Bengaluru, and the 210 score is also a par score. I would tell even 215 is unsafe. 215, 220 is also unsafe, because we all understand the dimensions of the ground here at Bengaluru, and also the batter's paradise. The wicket is the batter's paradise out here in Bengaluru here. We almost saw CSK the other day. They had a collapse while chasing the 250 odd runs, but despite the collapse, they managed to get up to 212 or 210. I'm not sure. Despite their losing wickets in heaps, they managed to get 212. That's the kind of wicket and surface Bengaluru offers. No scores can be safe here on this wicket here. Here is Suyash Sharma into his third year. Googly tossing it slower through the air. He's cut it away towards the backward point. And while Krunal Pandya will run towards his left and field the ball, the batters will cross over for a single there. Josh Butler needs to get a move on here. He's run a ball 5 here. Royal Challengers Bengaluru slowly pulling things by cutting down the scoring rate here. Here is Suyash Sharma running into boulder. Josh Butler banks it in shot outside the off stump. Poor ball there. Lot of width on offer. Josh Butler rocks back and drives it along the ground past the cover fielder there. 4 runs here. Touch of class written all over it in that shot there. And they'll pick up 4 runs here. What a wonderful shot here. The ball was banged in shot. A leg spinner there. And he rocks back and drives it perfectly between the cover fielder and the sweeper cover in the deep there. 4 runs here. This time charging down the ground. Suyash Sharma cramps in for room, bowls it on the pads there, and he drives it. He flicks it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there before Romar Shepard will pick up the ball. I think there'll be only be a scope for just 1 run there. That'll just be a single there. 147 for 1, 14.3 overs. Sai Sudharsan there. 1 shy away from a much deserved century there. 1 shy away from a much deserved century there. Sai Sudharsan. Well. Some delay in play. I think due to some issue with the side screen there. Here is Suyash Sharma to Sai Sudharsan. Would this be the moment here? This time Googly outside the off stump and is stretched it away and cut it away towards the sweeper cover region there. Will they be coming back for 2 runs? No, they won't be coming up back for 2 runs. But a standing ovation here for Sai Sudharsan here. A standing ovation, and he pumps his fist in the air. He's waited for his moments. He's not had the greatest of the season so far, but tonight's been his night here in Bengaluru. Sai Sudharsan there, the Gujarat Titans opener, notching up his century of 57 balls here. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful innings here. It's not just been an innings of hitting down the line. It's been an innings of class, a touch of class, elegance, and a wonderful knock here from the flamboyant left-hander there, the Gujarat Titans opener there, and he'll pick up his century. A century of 57 balls here. It's been that sort of innings. As time Googly flight delivery, and as soon as he saw the flight here, his eyes lit up, and Josh Butler clearing his front leg, and he smashes it down over the deep, over the long on region there. Probably landing on the second tire there. Wonderful shot here. Googly flight delivery in the slot here, and he'll clear his front leg and he'll smash it over the wide of the long on region there. 6 runs here. It was definitely in the slot there. This time a quicker one on the pads. He's happy to flick it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there, and he'll be happy to pick up the single there, and that'll be the end of the over here. I think 14 runs coming off the over here, and that'll be 155 for 1 after 15 here, and that'll be the strategic timeout here. 155 for 1 after 15, and that'll be the strategic timeout here. What a wonderful knock here. It's not just been a case of him hitting those shots across the line. It's been an innings of absolute touch of class there. Flamboyance written all over it, and the way he played his shots, especially those cut shots off the back foot there, the back foot cut shots and the punches, and that 6 over the long off region for the Googly against Suyash Sharma. absolute spectacle to any cricketing fan there. A wonderful stuff to watch. Sai Sudharsan bat in that sort of a manner, because his innings is extremely absolute treat for any eyes there, for any cricketing fan there, because the kind of shots he plays, it's more like a textbook style of a shots, the test match kind of a shots, where he does not try to hit the ball too hard, and he believes in the footworks, and wonderful footwork this young gentleman has here, and has notched up his century there, and the celebrations definitely speaking volumes there. It's not been an over exaggerated celebration, just a couple of fists of palms in the air, because he's been on the wrong side of things, because he was not amongst the runs in the season so far, but tonight he's capitalized and he's continued. He's had a good record against Royal Challengers Bengaluru over the years, and he's maintained that record once again, and tonight he's managed to up it up a bit by notching up his century. 157 take a ball, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute wonderful innings there, and 155 for 1 after 15 years, and 5 more overs to go. They have a lot of batters to come down the ranks: Sundar, Holder, Tewatia, Shahrukh Khan. So definitely they'll be eager to get at least 60 runs there, at least a minimum of 60 runs in the next 5 overs there, to take them across 210. But 220 or 225 will be wonderful there, because that will be a safety net kind of a thing, especially on this wicket, and the kind of form Royal Challengers Bengaluru are with the bat. They'll be definitely eager to maximize on the runs in the next 5 overs here. And if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button there, kindly requesting you hit that subscribe button there. Every single subscription will mean the world to us, so kindly hit that subscribe button there. $155 for 1 after 15 years. Is this the moment that Gujarat Titans will have to shift to the final gear, the top gear there, or will Royal Challengers Bengaluru? They have been clinical, especially in the last 5 overs. When it comes to the perspective of death bowling, there they have been inch perfect with nailing those Yorkers in the death. Can they once again get it to perfection here? Can they execute those Yorkers here? And straight away, Josh Hazlewood has been brought back into the attack here. He's running into bowl to Josh Butler here this time, following the delivery outside the off stump, and he's driven it away towards the deep backward point region there. 4 runs there. Wonderful shot here. That is why I extremely love watching Gujarat Titans game, because the likes of Butler, the likes of Sai Sudharsan, the likes of Shubman Gill, their touch of class written all over it. These 3 batters form the core of Gujarat Titans here. Once you run through them, it's definitely those batters haven't had much game time exposure, and these 3 do the bulk of the runs there, and it wonders me more than often that how exactly these 3 maintain that consistency of scoring the bulk of the runs. When one person fails, the other person capitalizes. When one person does not have his day, the other person capitalizes there. This time the ball outside edge, running towards the backward point fielder. He's putting a dive and gets a hand onto it, and the batters will cross over for a single there. Thank you for your message there, Abdul Sattar. Thank you for your message there, Abdul Sattar. I'm not sure what that is in relation to, but welcome to the stream here, Abdul Sattar. Here is Hazlewood running into bowl to Sai Sudharsan. This time that will be caught and bowled here. Caught and bowled. The ball was banged in shot. Sai Sudharsan a little bit late into the shot here, and off the edge. I think the ball's been sliced back towards the bowler there, and Josh Hazlewood holds on to the catch there, and that will be the end of a wonderful innings here. He'll receive a standing ovation, not just from the Gujarat fans, but the fans across the stadium here, because they have been treated with that sort of a spectacular knock, a touch of class and elegance, and a wonderful knock comes to an end here. Banged in shot, and Sai Sudharsan a little bit early into the shot and only managing to get the slice of the bat, and the ball's chipped back to the bowler, and Hazlewood will hold on to the catch there. A wonderful knock here from Sai Sudharsan will come to culmination here. He's been dismissed for 158, caught and bowled by Hazlewood. That will be 160 for 2 after 15.3. two wickets here would be key here for Bengaluru here. Two wickets in tandem would be key here. They definitely have been redeeming themselves when it comes to the last 5 overs. They turn out to be clinical in the last 5 overs, as we have seen them bowl time and time and time again in the recent times. Can they once again produce that moment of magic, that moment of brilliance with the bat, with the ball here in this last 5 overs, especially with the likes of Hazelwood, Rasikdar, and Bumrah. Beg your pardon there. Bhuvneshwar Kumar nailing those Yorkers and bowling this sort of a back of the hand race, change of paces there. This time Washington Sundar walks in at number 4 here, and he drives it down towards the short mid wicket fielder. That'll be a dot ball here. Here is Hazelwood running into ball to Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar hits it across the line here. Has he managed to clear the ropes? Yes, he has. That'll be a big six here. Oh, what a wonderful shot here from Washington Sundar there. Straight away over the cow corner region there. And he's up and running with that maximum here. No time to settle here. The stage has been set. It's direct the final gear here. He definitely needs to get the final gear up and running, and this time in the slot. And Washington Sundar goes across the line, and that'll be 6 runs here. 79 meters 6 here. Over the deep mid wicket region there. Beg your pardon there. That'll be 6 runs here. A huge 6 here, and is off the mark here. Here is Hazelwood running into ball to Washington Sundar. This time the ball shaping away from the left-hander. He drives it past the backward point fielder there. Will this run into the boundary there? Yes, it'll run into the boundary there. Tim David tried to flick the ball, running in from the sweeper cover region there, but he's not managed to get good hand on it, and the ball off his fingers rolls away into the boundary there. 4 runs here. Once again, wonderful shot here off the back foot, punching it through the point region there, and will pick up 4 runs here. Despite the wicket here, Washington Sundar has managed to pick up 15 runs off this over here. That'll be 170 for 2 after 16. Suyash Sharma into his last over there. This time a quicker one onto the pads. He's happy to flick it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. Romara Shepherd will cut off the ball, and that'll just be a single there. What a wonderful shot here off the back foot, punching it through the backward point region there of the last ball of the last over there from Sundar there. Here is Suyash Sharma once again googly, and Sundar tucking it away towards the deep mid wicket for a single. The singles won by the Royal Challengers Bengaluru, and Gujarat Titans will be keen to get some boundaries going along the way. Here is Suyash ball to Josh Butler charging down the ground. He drills it towards the wide of the long on region there. Good captaincy there. The field has been extremely placed wide in the long on region there. Josh Butler wanted the second run there, but Sundar denying him the second there, and that will just be a single on that occasion. And if at all you haven't hit that subscribe, kindly hit that subscribe button there. We request you to hit that subscribe button there. Here is Suyash to bowl to Washington there. Once again, Googly, he's just tapped it away towards the backward point. That will be a dot ball here. Good bowling here from Suyash. He's kept it tight. Just 3 runs off the first 4 balls. So 3.4 overs, 1 for 35 there. He's bowled tight over so far here on this occasion. The last 2 balls, can he get a wicket here, or will Washington Sundar try to maximize here? Suyash Sharma, Googly and Washington Sundar had to adjust his shot there. He was trying to go over the onside, but the ball Googly turning away from him, so he's managed to just punch it along the ground towards the long on for region there for a single. The last ball of his spell, as here is running to bowl to Josh Butler. Josh Butler makes room for himself, backs away on the leg side. The ball was banging shot outside the off stump. Josh Butler, his intentions were right, but he can't pierce the field there. He wanted to go through the cover regions there because there was width on offer, but he's only managed to drive it towards the left of the cover fielder. And Rajat Patidar will field the ball, and the batters will come back, will cross over for a single there. 175 for 2 after 17. It's a wonderful over here from Suyash Sharma there. Just 4 runs coming off the 17th over. That's absolutely touch of gold there. Wonderful over there. This over could turn out to be the difference between the victory and defeat here. Just 4 runs, especially when the batting team has been dominating and has come out and produced a magical over there. Just 4 runs coming off that over there. 174 for 2 after 17. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, 3 overs, none for 26. Will be bowling the 18th over here. Here is running to bowl to Washington Sundar this time. Washington Sundar, good length delivery, and it's carried away towards the backward point fielder, and he'll pick up a single here. It's been tight so far from Bengaluru in the last couple of overs. This time nails his Yorker to perfection there. That is what I was talking about. He's managed to squeeze it away towards the backward point, and he'll pick up a single here. RCB keeping it tight here. That could be the difference between a victory and a defeat here. Despite the century, despite the Gujarat Titans dominating the game for the first 15 overs, these are the 5 overs that RCB more than often have managed to turn around with the ball. They're bowling those, nailing those inch perfect Yorkers, the back of the hand deliveries. Then the googlies there from Suyash Sharma, and they cripple the batters to get any momentum going, and they cramp the batters for room and strike rate there. And once again, they managed to execute it to perfection so far here. As here is Bhuvneshwar Kumar running into ball to Washington, banks it in shot. A slow bouncer. Washington Sundar pulls it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. Well, they're coming back for 2 runs here. I think they were interested, but good fielding there in the deep by Jordan Cox, and that'll just be a single there. He's out there on the field as a substitute fielder, and that'll just be a single there. Here is Josh Butler trying to play the reverse slap shot. He knew that it was going to be a Yorker, but he's only managed to hold down to the fielder there in the short third man region there. And Josh Hazelwood taking the catch, and that'll be the end of Josh Butler there. Will Jordan Cox be featuring tonight here with the bat here? I definitely think that Jordan Cox will be featuring as an impact player later during the game there, because Phil Salt has been left out tonight here, and I think that's the reason Jordan Cox been giving some fielding time out here. They still haven't announced the impact player, but on this occasion Josh will take the catch, and that'll be the end of Josh Butler here. 177 for 4 after 177 for 3 after 17.4 overs here. That's the reason I keep saying that Royal Challengers Bengaluru more than often turn the game around in the last 5 overs of their bowling because they nail those Yorkers, inch perfect Yorkers, then the slower bouncers with outside the reach of the batters, and then the googlies from Siyash Sharma. They keep it tight and they strangle the batters for any runs at all. As you saw in the last over, just 4 runs coming off the last over, and now just 2 runs coming off the first 4 balls here, and a wicket too. So wonderful stuff here. The big man from West Indies walks in here. Straight away, he's been greeted with the Yorker outside the off stump. He's happy to squeeze it away towards the sweeper cover. He'll pick up a single there. Jason Holder there. His first outing in this season so far. His intentions were right. He knew that it was going to be a Yorker. He played the reverse slap shot, but straight into the hands of the short third man fielder there. Bhuvi, the last ball, just 4 runs coming off it. Banks it short here. Sundar trying to play the pull shot here. Doesn't get good contact on the ball there. The ball turning away from Romero Shepherd. I think they will come back for 2 runs there. No, they just take a single there. Poor running there between the batters. They'll just take a single there. Just 5 runs coming off this over. That's wonderful stuff here. 5 runs and a wicket here. Just 4 runs coming off the previous over. Just 5 runs off this over. And they managed to keep it to just 9 runs of the last 12 balls, especially at the dead there. That's absolutely as good as platinum there. That will be 179 for 3 after 18 years. They managed to almost reduce the 20 to 25 runs with those sort of overs there. At least maximum 15 to 20 runs, even at least a minimum of 15 to 20 runs there with that kind of spells there. Wonderful there from Bhuvneshwar Kumar. 4 overs, 1 for 31, and Gujarat Titans 179 for 3. Just 5 runs coming off the 18th, just 4 runs coming off the 17th here, and they bowled their hearts out here and kept the batters quiet here. The batters needing to give for the first time the run rate has dropped below 10 here. That's why I keep saying their Royal Challengers Bengaluru extremely clinical, because they have a lot of death bowling options here. As here is Hazelwood running into bowl to Sundar. Yorker length delivery, and he's driven it towards the long off region there for a single there. Wonderful execution there. They come in, nail those Yorkers, back of the hand deliveries, change of pace, variations, keeping the ball away from the hitting arc. And it's just 180 for 3 here. Gujarat Titans will definitely feel that they are 15 to 20 runs short here. 220 should have been a must here at this, especially after Sai Sudharsan was dismissed here. Tonight, Glenn Phillips being put out on the bench. He's not had a great season so far, and it's good to see Jason Holder, who can provide that kind of flexibility with the bat, and also can turn out to be lethal with the ball too. Out there in the middle, here is Jason Holder, all set to face Josh Hazelwood this time. The ball angling down the leg and is driven it towards the mid-wicket region there. Romero Shepherd will cut it off. Will they be coming back for 2 runs? Yes, they'll be coming back for 2 runs here. Will Royal Challengers Bengaluru be bringing in Jacob Bethel or Jordan Cox during their batting there? We'll have to wait and watch who's it going to be. Or will they be getting in Venkatesh this time? Banks it in shot. Good length delivery, climbing on the batter there. Holder trying to play the pull shot here. The ball climbing onto him. And that'll just be a dot ball there. Wonderful ball there once again. Just 3 runs of the first 3 balls here. They have managed to keep it tight. The last 15 balls. Just 11 runs coming off the last 15 balls. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. Just 11 runs of last 15 balls, especially in the last 5 overs. Masterclass act here from Royal Challengers Bengaluru there. They have nailed the art of bowling in the death. This time a full toss outside the off stump, and a misfield there in the cover region there from Rajat Patidar. But he'll get the boot onto it, and that'll deflect the ball towards the long off, wide of the long off region there. And that'll give Virat Kohli the chance to cut the ball and has a shot at the strikers in, but the batters will come back for 2 runs there. Once again, a low dipping full toss, Yorker length kind of a delivery, and he's only managed to squeeze it past towards the long off edge, and there just a single there. Wonderful over there, just 6 runs coming off the first 5 balls there. Just 11 runs coming off the last 17 balls there. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. Just 11 for 13 runs of the last 17 balls there. That's the kind of control they have at the dead there. Josh Hazlewood, his last ball of his spell here, running into bowl to Sundar. This time Sundar tries to flick it away, and the ball's gone through the short fine leg fielder's legs there, but he'll cut it off at the edge of the rope there. Bhuvneshwar Kumar misfield there in the short fine leg region there, and that'll give the batters the opportunity to come back for 2 runs here. That'll be the end of the over. A wonderful over here. Just 8 runs coming off the penultimate over. It's absolutely wonderful here from Josh Hazlewood. That'll be 187 for 3 after 19 here. The last 4 overs costing absolutely nothing here. They've kept it to minimal here. Royal Challengers Bengaluru bowling wonderfully at the death once again tonight too, with Josh Hazlewood, Suyash Sharma, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Rasik Salandar nailing it to perfection there. They have managed to keep the batters under bay after Sai Sudharsan was dismissed. What looked at one stage that with the kind of platform he had set for Gujarat Titans, it definitely looked like they should get somewhere close to 210 or 212, especially with the amount of wickets they had in the bag there. But Royal Challengers Bengaluru, just I think 3, 4, and then 8, that is 7, just 15 runs of the last 18 balls there, have managed to pull back things by quite some extent here. Rasik Salamdar, false start here, and he'll just stop through his follow through, and that'll be a dead ball here. Well, he's on to the ground here. Not good scenes here. Rasik Salamdar, he's on to the ground here, and the physio is running in towards Rasik Salamdar here. We saw him on one of the previous games too, where he had a calf cramp, and probably a cramp once again. He's suffering from a cramp once again, and is on the floor there. Not a good sight here. And he was into his run-up and suddenly backed away when he was almost getting ready to for the bowling stride there. And I think it's cramps on his right leg there, right calf there, and is straight away on the ground there. And we all saw that despite the cramps, he completed the over the other day, and hopefully he's a tough man. He's a man of character, but we aren't sure how much pain is he going through with the cramp there. Hydration would be the key, especially under these circumstances, because it's extremely hot here in India, the summer, and the humidity levels are extremely crazy. And to be playing out there in the middle, with the lights out there in the stadium, it's tough for the player there. He's still lying on his back there. Who will be the batter that Royal Challengers Bengaluru be bringing in as an impact player here? They've only fielded 3 foreigners in the playing 11 tonight here. And Jordan Cox has been fielding in the outfield as a substitute fielder and for quite some time now. But is it going to be Jacob Bethel there? I definitely think that they should bring in Jacob Bethel there. He's a wonderful batter there. We saw the glimpses of him during that T20 World Cup and the knock he played against India in the semi-final there, that century in a losing cause there. Definitely wonderful. I think he needs more chances out here in Royal Challengers Bengaluru there, and hopefully he gets an outing tonight here. Well, there's a signal there from Jitesh Sharma and Rajat Patidar for someone out there in the deep to warm up there. because they feel that Rasik Salamdar might not be able to carry, and they're just asking one of the bowlers to be prepared to bowl that last over there. I think it's most likely going to be Krunal Pandya there, because they do not want Romario Shepherd to be bowling that last over, because they know what happened the last time he bowled against Delhi Capitals there, where they lost the game with David Miller taking Romario Shepherd to the cleaners there. And I think it will be more likely Krunal Pandya, who's been asked to do the warm up there, to just be prepared to bowl that last over there. Rasik Salamdar, his boots are off and is walking off the field there. Not an ideal sight for any sporting fan, despite supporting any team, despite the rivalry. Not an ideal sight here for any sporting fan to watch injuries to any athlete out there. Extremely sad that Rasik Salamdar has to walk off the ground, and a pat on the back here by Bhuvneshwar Kumar there. That's wonderful to see Bhuvneshwar Kumar encouraging and letting the young bowler know that it's okay, mate. It's okay to leave the field. You've done your best. You fought along. You tried to do your best, but sometimes things don't go your way. And that word of appreciation from him, as well as Josh Hazelwood there, patting his back there, letting the youngsters know that it's okay sometimes to embrace your injury, and it's okay to sometimes walk off with the injury. Especially, it's not advisable because if he tries to bowl the over with that injury, there are chances of him aggravating the injury, and he could be probably out of the entire season there. And there you go, Krunal Pandya has been tossed the ball there. The intentions were clear that he was asked to warm up there, because he has 1 over up his sleeve, 3 overs, none for 32, and they're definitely not taking chances by giving the last over to Romario Shepherd. He's already been taken for 19 odd runs in his first over, Romario Shepherd, and they're opting that Krunal could be a better choice, and they toss the ball to Krunal Pandya here. 18 balls since the last boundary. Take a bowl, ladies and gentlemen. This time Krunal Pandya with the arm coming into the angle there, and Jason Holder clears his front leg and is gone over the long on region there. A huge 6 here, a boundary after 19 balls here. Much required boundary here. A boundary after 19 balls. Imagine the kind of strength Royal Challengers Bengaluru have at the death there. 19 balls in the death, and not a single boundary considered there. What a wonderful control there. But now Jason Holder, first ball of the 20th, he's dispatched it for 6 there. It was in this zone, and he cleared his front leg, and it's gone way deep into the stands there. 6 runs here, and straight away the pressure back to the bowler there. Here is Krunal Pandya to Jason Holder. This time, a Yorkerling delivery outside the off stump, and Jason Holder just leaves the ball there. That will be a dot ball there. Wonderful ball there. Quicker delivery, Yorkerling delivery outside the off stump. That will be a dot ball here. 108.7 clicks on that one. Here is Krunal Pandya to Jason Holder once again. This time, Krunal Pandya stops through his run up here. Krunal Pandya stopping through his run up here. Well, don't tell me that he is injured here. Krunal Pandya's picked up an injury there. His muscles tightening out there. Krunal Pandya is not comfortable there. He's picked up something, a muscle pull in his thighs there. It is extremely humid out here. Through his bowling there, through his follow through, and he's pulled up a muscle. Once again, the physios will be out there on the field for the second consecutive time within a matter of 2 balls there. Well, do not tell me that Krunal Pandya is also injured out here. Do not tell me that it's a hamstring. Do not tell me at all that it's a hamstring here. We have lost a lot of players in this season so far due to hamstring. Lately, the likes of Khalil Ahmed and now Ayush Matre. And do not tell me that he's picked up the hamstring there. And if at all he has picked up, I hope it's not a serious one. Let it be a grade 1, because something more than grade 1, grade 2 or grade 3 would mean that he's going to be out for 12 to 16 months there. 8 to 12 months, I beg your pardon there. 193 for 3 and 19.2 overs here. The game's being extended here. Stop in play because we saw Rafiq Salamdar being injured, and then Krunal Pandya pulling his muscle during the second ball of the last over there. And well, I think he's back on his feet here. He's looking fine now. Will he be able to continue to bowl, or will the ball be given to Romario Shapadia? Or will the ball be given to Romario Shapadia? I think Krunal Pandya will be able to continue. I think Krunal Pandya will be able to finish off these 4 balls here. Lots of drama here out there in the middle in Chinnaswamy. Four more balls to go. Here is Krunal Pandya to Jason Holder there. A flight delivery in the slot here, slower through the air. And Jason Holder heaves it across the leg side there. And he'll pick up one more 6 here towards the deep mid-wicket region there. 6 runs here coming off the blade of Jason Holder. This time slower through the air, pitching on leg and turning on the middle into the middle there. And he goes across the line and he'll pick up 6 runs here. 199 for 3 after 19.2 here. 210, 215 was the par score there, but Royal Challengers Bengaluru, the last 3 overs, just 15 runs coming off the last 3 overs. They have kept it tight, no boundaries at all, but 2 sixes off this over so far, off the first 3 balls here. 3 more balls to go. Can Krunal Pandya have the final laugh, or will Jason Holder be able to get at least 2 boundaries off the next 2 there? This time, once again, Jason Holder shuffling way across the off stick, and Krunal Pandya, unsportsmanlike, stopping the delivery halfway through. I mean, it's extremely unsportsmanlike when players do such sort of antics out there. And this time, the ball's driven towards the wide of the long off region there, and Devdutt Padikkal running towards his left, and the ball goes through his hands, and that'll be 4 runs here. 4 runs here, and that'll bring up the 200 here for Gujarat Titans here. Flight delivery outside the wide guideline, and Jason Holder stretches towards the ball, and he's driven it towards the wide of the long off region there. Devdutt Padikkal got hands onto it, but the ball off his hands rolls away into the boundary there. 4 runs here. This time Krunal Pandya banks it short outside the off stump here. A bouncer there. A quicker one, 117.3 clicks on that one, and he pulls it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. 1 bounce into the fielder. That'll be a single there. Hi to you to Sankar Narayanan. Hi to Sankar Narayan. Abdul Sattar. Okay. Mohammad Ramsat. Hi to you to Mohammad. Hope you're doing good there, and hope you hit the subscribe button there. Last ball of the innings. Finally, we have the last ball of the innings coming up here, as Sundar will be facing Krunal Pandya. None for 49 for Krunal Pandya tonight. Here is Krunal Pandya to Sundar. A full toss. Mistimes the full toss here. Mistimes the shot here. Only managing to hit it towards the long on region there. And that will just be a single here. That ball should have been dispatched out of the park there. It was a full toss, but Sundar, in pursuit of hitting, trying to hit it too hard, has only managed to hit it in the air towards the mid-on region, and the ball will roll away towards the long on, and that will be a single here. And they finish at 205 for 3 after 20 here. And Krunal Pandya 4 overs, none for 50. And Gujarat Titans will definitely be happy but not be satisfied there, because they would have fancied getting somewhere close to 220, because we know the par score here on this surface, this wicket, is somewhere between 215 to 225. because we all understand it's a batter's paradise out here on this wicket, and the dimensions of the ground completely comparatively smaller compared to many other grounds there. And so 205, I think we'll consider it's a below par score on this surface. And Royal Challengers Bangalore have managed to do wonderfully well, especially after Sai Sudharsan got off to that kind of a start, scoring that century, and they have managed to pull things back to quite some extent, especially in the 17th, 18th, and 19th over, nailing those Yorkers, those googlies from Yash Sharma, and just giving away 14 or 15 runs off the 18 or 20 balls there. Just 9 to 15 runs coming off those 20 balls. They had no boundaries being scored at all for 19 balls in that phase of the game there. With that said, 206 would be the target here, and Royal Challengers Bangalore will be keen to get that runs on board here. We'll have to wait and watch who is going to be the impact player here for Royal Challengers Bangalore. They only fielded 3 foreigners in the playing 11 tonight here. Is it going to be the likes of Jacob Bethel there, or is it going to be Jordan Cox? Because we saw Jordan Cox fielding for quite some time in the outfield tonight here. But I would definitely hope that Jacob Bethel gets his chance, because he's the wonderful talent. It's extremely hard for us, the cricketing fans, to watch him on the bench there. And the way he's performed in the subcontinent during the T20 World Cup, wonderful, notching up the century against India in that semi-final there, in a losing cause there. So that's the story here earlier this evening. Royal Challengers Bangalore winning the toss and putting the opposition into bat. Sai Sudharsan getting 100 there. Wonderful batting here. Exhibition of the touch of class there with the kind of stroke play he displayed out there in the middle, notching up his 100 of 58 balls, and he was caught and bowled of Hazelwood. Shubman Gill was happy to play second fiddle all the while, watching the proceedings of Sai Sudharsan from the other end. Second fiddle kind of a knock there. 32 from 24 balls there. Josh Butler, just a small cameo, 25 of 16. And Washington Sundar, 12 balls, 19 runs. And Jason Holder, that much required final impetus in the contest to spur them over 200 there. 10 balls, 23 there. And for Royal Challengers Bangalore with the ball, it will be Bhuvneshwar Kumar once again clinical with the ball. 4 overs, 1 for 31. Joe Shuttleworth, 4 overs, 1 for 40. Rasik Salamda, 3 overs, none for 28. Unfortunate to have limped off the ground with the injury when he came into bowl the last over. Kunal Pandya, expensive tonight, 4 overs, none for 50. Romare Shepherd, just the 1 over there in the initial part of the innings there. 1 overs, none for 17. Suyash Sharma, clinical there. 4 overs, 1 for 36, especially the 17th over where he gave away just 4 runs there, bowling under pressure there. Wonderful stuff there. And with that said, 206 will be the target here. We'll be quickly back on the chase. I'm just going to take a small breather, gather some snacks, and then also gather my water bottle, because we're having a dry throat now, speaking continuously for almost 1.5 hours there. And we'll be back with the chase as soon as possible. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned on Sports Caster. The chase is up and running here. Royal Challengers Bangalore, 206 the required runs of 20 overs there. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button meanwhile there. Welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is your sports journalist, Shourabh Vittalmurthy, welcoming you to the chase here. 206th target here for Royal Challengers Bengaluru there. It's a below par score here on in Bengaluru here. They managed to do wonderfully well to restrict Gujarat Titans to 205, especially after the kind of start they got initially with Sai Sudharsan notching up his century and Royal Challengers Bengaluru managing to pull it off with the ball in the end there. And Rahul Tavatia has been subbed out, and the impact player will be brought in the form of Prasidh Krishna for Gujarat Titans. And then Royal Challengers Bangalore tonight bringing in Jacob Bethel as the impact player, and straight away he's on the strike here. Jacob Bethel, a forced replacement tonight as Philip Salt is not available, and Mohammad Siraj will take up the new ball here for Gujarat Titans here. Gujarat Titans will definitely feel that they are 10 to 15 runs short here on this surface, on this ground especially. 212 to 220 is the par score here on this wicket here on Chinnaswamy in Bengaluru, because it's a batter's paradise, and also the dimensions of the ground comparatively smaller to many of the grounds in India too. So it's going to be a belter of a contest. Early wickets should be key for Gujarat Titans this time. Following delivery outside the off stump, driven it away towards the cover region there. That will be a dot ball here. Early wickets would be key here for Gujarat Titans. They realize that the momentum swinged away towards the Bengaluru side in the last 4 to 5 overs. But despite they got 15 or 16 runs in the last over there, despite they got 17 runs in the last over there, but they will definitely feel that Bengaluru have the upper hand because it's they're short by 10 to 15 runs. But early wickets and the target of 206 can start feeling like 220, 230. With wickets in, if they manage to get early wickets here this time. Siraj straying down the patch here. He flicks it away towards the mid-wicket region there. Rashid Khan will run back and trace the ball and will cut off the ball a couple of yards after the inner circle and beyond the inner circle, and that will be a single, and Jacob Bethel is off strike here. The Englishman finally getting his outing tonight here, Jacob Bethel. It was extremely hard for us as cricketing fans to watch him on the bench because he's a wonderful talent here. He's the future leader for England. Take about the knock he played against India in the T20 World Cup, but unfortunately on the losing side. But what a knock there. And he definitely needs to feature in Royal Challengers Bangalore's playing 11 consistent basis. As here is Siraj running into ball to Virat Kohli here. This time straying down the pads here. Virat Kohli chips it straight through in the air towards Washington Sundar, and he's dropped him. Washington Sundar has dropped Virat Kohli off the first ball here. How costly could that turn out to be? How costly could that turn out to be? The ball was angled into the right-hander, and Virat Kohli flicking it off his pads straight into the hands of Washington Sundar at the mid-wicket region there. And Washington Sundar drops the catch here. Washington Sundar dropping a sitter of a catch there. And Virat Kohli gets a reprieve here. Virat Kohli gets a reprieve here. How costly would that turn out to be? This time the ball tucked away towards the deep square leg region there. Will they come back for 2 runs here? Once again, fumble there in the deep from Jason Holder on this occasion. And the batters will capitalize on it and come back for 2 runs here. Virat Kohli dropped on 0 by Mohammad Siraj. Take a bowl, ladies and gentlemen. He's dropped the chase master here, and he'll definitely make Gujarat Titans play here. That's going to be extremely costly. This time the ball shaping away from the right-hander, gently tapping away towards the left of the backward point fielder, and he'll cross over for a single there. How costly would that drop chance be? That's the reason I kept saying early wickets would be key. You cannot afford to drop King Kohli, especially when RCB are chasing here. He is the chase master there, and he knows how to pace his innings there, and he'll start building an anchor around other batters there. He's someone who anchors his innings while the other batters play with freedom and liberty around him there. Here is Siraj running into bowl to Bethel. Once again straying down the pads, and that'll be a leg by there towards the short square leg, and that'll be a single. That'll be 4 for no loss after 5 for no loss after first over here. 201 required of 114 balls. Virat Kohli should have been back in the dugout for a golden duck, but Washington Sundar dropping a sitter in the short mid-wicket region, and Virat Kohli gets a reprieve there. He's gonna pay Gujarat Titans for that missed opportunity here, as here is Kagiso Rabada, who's been good with the ball into the attack with the new ball for the second over here into Jacob Bethel. I think that's the inside edge, just going past the wicket keeper there. Wonderful ball there, but well way beyond the reach of Josh Buttler there. Inside edge, and the ball runs away into the boundary there. Lucky there. Royal Challengers Bangalore living dangerously out there in the middle. First Virat Kohli, a drop chance. Now Jacob Bethel there, inside edge, and extremely tough chance there, going extremely wide of the outstretched efforts of Josh Buttler there. Lucky there for the batter there. Great ball, good link delivery, some movement, and the first boundary here for Jacob Bethel. Rabada this time in the air. He goes over the gully region there, and that will be one bounce to the fielder there in the deep backward point region there. 147.0 clicks on that one. He's cranking some pace here out here, the South African pacer there. Good link delivery, shaping away from the left-hander that was climbing onto him. Tries to drive the ball through the cover region there, but the ball getting a little bit higher on the bat, off the outside edge, flying through the air towards the deep backward point. That will just be a single there. Early wickets will be the only way for Gujarat Titans to put some pressure on the opposition camp there, because they have fallen 10 to 15 run short on the surface here. This time Virat Kohli backs himself away towards the leg side, and the ball's banged in short. He plays the pull shot over the mid-on fielder. One bounce into the boundary there. That was 153.0 clicks on that one, and Virat Kohli using the pace to his perfection. He pulls it away, and he'll pick up a boundary here. Whoa, what a ball, what a carry, what bounce there. A great outswinger, and Virat Kohli absolutely clueless there as he watches the pitch and the way the ball behaved out there. The ball, good length delivery, shaping away from the batter there, outswinger there, and the kind of bounce it got after pitching from that surface there. He is bending his back there, putting in those extra effort there. The effort ball coming in from Rabada, and that will be a dot ball here. Absolutely surprising Virat Kohli there. This time good length delivery, in swinger, and it's hit him on his body, and the ball will roll away towards the front of the point fielder, and they'll cross over for a single there. That will be one leg by, and that will be the end of 2 overs here. 2 overs, none for 15. 11 runs coming, 9 runs coming off this over, and that will be none for 15 here. And do let us know in the chat box which team you're supporting tonight here. We are eagerly waiting for your message there. This time Mohammad Siraj outside the off stumps. He drives it through the point region there, and before the fielder, I think it's Manav Sutar who'll come in and throw the ball. The batters will come back for 2 runs there. He taps it towards the cover fielder, and he'll pick up a single on this occasion. This time, poor ball there, backing away or towards the leg side. He cuts it away towards the point region and he picks up 4 runs here with an offer. And Jacob Bittel will ensure that he punishes the bowler on this occasion. Siraj to Bethel this time. Good length delivery into his body there, cramping him for room. And that will just be a dot ball here as he taps it back towards the bowler there. Siraj running into ball to Bethel here. Once again backing himself away on the leg side. Mohammad Siraj follows him up at Jacob Bethel hitting it across the line. And the ball's teasing Rashid Khan to the fence in the mid-wicket region there. And the ball will eventually win the race there. And that will be 4 runs here for Jacob Bethel here. It's been an expensive over so far. 11 runs coming off the first 5 balls here. Can Siraj get the breakthrough or will he be treated for yet another boundary off the last ball here? Mohammad Siraj 1.59 for 15. This time, Mohammad Siraj will pick up a wicket here. Jacob Bethel will have to make his way back towards the pavilion here. The ball, he backed away towards the leg side and tried to go over the infield there, but slicing the ball towards the point fielder there. And that was hit with some kind of venomous power there. But Shah Rukh Khan up for it, goes with the reverse cup. The ball was travelling and Shah Rukh Khan manages to hold on to that. That was hit with some force there. And Shah Rukh Khan timing his catch to perfection in the backward point, in the point region. They beg your pardon there. And Jacob Bethel would be livid with himself. And Mohammad Siraj is pumped up here. He lets out a loud roar as the silence revolves around Chinnaswamy here at the fall of the first wicket here. 26 for 1 and Mohammad Siraj picking up his first wicket, pumping his fist in the air, and he lets out a loud roar as the silence prevails here in Chinnaswamy here. 26 for 1 after 3 here. 180 required of 102 balls here. Well, Jacob Bethel would be extremely disappointed. He got the power behind that shot, but he's picked the fielder up on that occasion there. He'll be extremely disappointed there. But he's been dismissed for 14 of 10, caught by Shah Rukh Khan, bowled Mohammad Siraj, 26 for 1 after 3 overs here. 180 required of 102 balls here. Royal Challengers Bengaluru here. Devdutt Padikkal walking in at number 3. He's had a wonderful season so far, and hopefully he goes on to play one more knock to take Royal Challengers Bengaluru across the line there tonight here. They are looking to get back to winning ways after losing the last game in the last over to Delhi Capitals. And can they get back to winning ways here? They'll be eager to get back to winning ways. They have a long batting lineup here, and 206 is a below par score on this wicket here, but wickets will be key here as Bethel has been dismissed. Now Kohli's out there to face Rabada here. Rabada to Kohli here. This time Kohli has driven it through the onside here. The fielder there in the short mid-wicket region diving towards his left, but the ball in the air flies past him. That was hit with some kind of brute force there, and that'll be 4 runs here towards the mid-wicket. And once again, the red flags who had just turned quiet with the fall of Jacob Biddle once again erupt out here in Chinnaswamy, with the chase master still out there in the middle with King Kohli there. He's been got a reprieve early of the first ball as Sundar dropped him off the first ball of his innings there, and he'll definitely capitalize. You cannot afford to drop the likes of Virat Kohli, especially when he's chasing out there. He's the chase master, the King Kohli there. This time good length delivery outside the off stump, gently tapping it towards the wide of the backward point region. A sensible batting there. He's got a boundary off the first ball, and now he's happy to rotate the strike and keep the scoreboard moving there. Sensible, mature stuff there from Virat Kohli. Rajat Patidar, he's had a decent. He's had a good season so far. He's all set to face his first ball here. This time, straying down the pads here, and straight away he's made his intentions clear here. Flicks it off his pads, and that'll be a huge six towards the fine leg region there. What a wonderful shot here, getting underneath the ball. A wonderful pickup shot, and he's flicked the ball to perfection here. He's played this shot quite a number of times in this season so far, and he loves the ball in those areas, and he's ensured he's dispatched Rabada straight away. 150 plus clicks on that one, using the pace of the bowler and helping himself to 6 runs here, and is off the mark in fashion here. And the crowd once again on the toes here. A great start here for Rajat Patidar here. This time banged in shot outside the off stump. He just guides it away towards the short third man region, and he'll pick up a single here. 153, 151, 154. He is just cranking pace out there in the middle, the South African pacer here, but poor line on the previous occasion, and he was dispatched for a huge 6 there by the likes of Rajat Patidar here. Rajat Patidar, since the arrival of the Dinesh Karthik at the helm of affairs along with Mo Bobat, he's been given a new responsibility, and that has worked in favor for him, because earlier he used to play that kind of a reserved kind of innings where he tries to settle and then take on the bowlers there. But now he's been given the freedom and liberty to play the shots right from the word go. He's been given the role of upping the run rate and scoring at free will, and that's done wonders for him, because he's mastered the art of playing that aggressive brand of cricket wonderfully at number 3 for Royal Challengers Bengaluru. And that decision to give him that kind of a space and environment where he can bring his skill set up his sleeve and utilize to his potential, that's done wonders for Rajat Patidar, and that's the reason we see him playing with that kind of a liberty and authority to do, and that's given him a lot of confidence to play the kind of privilege that he has received from this management here. This time, a good length delivery. Once again, the ball was climbing on the batter there outside the off stump. Is happy to guide the ball towards the third man region there, and he'll pick up a single there. Good over here for Bangalore here. 14 runs coming off Rabada's second over, and that'll be 40 for 1 after 4 here. And I see 104 people watching the stream. If at all you haven't hit that like button, kindly hit that like button. Every single like and subscription will mean the world to us in this battle against my 5th cancer. This is your very own sports journalist Shourabh Vittalmurthy, bringing you professional style of approach, ethical live streaming, watch along, ball by ball commentary. As here is Siraj running into ball to Rajat Patidar, straying down the pads here. He's flicked it off his pads here. Poor ball there. No fielder in that area, in that region, and that will be a freebie, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. The deep fine leg region was placed extremely wider, and Siraj can't afford to bowl in that sort of a line there with no fielder protecting the boundary there, and that will be 4 runs here. All he had to do was get some bat on it and just trickle the ball down the fine leg region there and pick up 4 runs here. Siraj steaming in to Padikkal. Good link delivery. He punches off it back, his back foot there. And that will be stopped in the cover region. That will be a dot ball here. Straight away, Virat Kohli dropped off the first ball of his innings tonight here. Washington Sundar, how big of a drop chance that could turn out to be in the context of the game. Especially they being under the par score by 10 to 15 runs. Easily there, because we all understand the par score here in Chinnaswamy is about 215, 220. And this time, once again, good link delivery, and is just tapped it back toward the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. Naveen Bhatt, hi to you too. Thank you, Naveen Bhatt, for sending us a hi. Hope you're doing good, Naveen Bhatt, and kindly hit that like and subscribe button and hit that share button there. And to all the folks, so this is your very own sports journalist, Shourabh Vittalmurthy, currently battling my 5th cancer, and that's the reason the name behind the channel is Sports Beyond Cancer here. I worked as a sports journalist for 8 years, 4 years in India, 4 years in New Zealand, covering various leagues across the country, and even in New Zealand, international tournaments too. But unfortunately, my 5th cancer coming in, and I had to fight the last 3 years of my life, fighting with just my 5th cancer every single day, a matter of life and death, a matter of survival there. Just survive one more day. This time, a little too close to play the cut shot, tries to guide it towards the third man region there. A good link delivery, shaping away from the left-hander, but that's just a little too close to play that kind of a shot. The ball just going past the outside edge, and a good carry there to wicketkeeper Josh Butler. He tried to run it down towards the third man region, but a little too close there. That'll be dot ball there. Siraj just steaming up the pace here. He's cranking up some pace here tonight here. 2.4 overs, 1 for 19. As Gujarat will be keen to pick up one more wicket before the end of the power play. We are into the 5th over now. Shubman Gill, every single fielder on the offside, on the edge of the circle there. As here is Siraj running into ball to Padikkal. This time backs shot outside the off stump. Padikkal tries to play the slice shot, trying to cut the ball over the short third man fielder there. But once again, the ball climbing onto the batter there. And an extra bounce, and has missed the ball. That will be a dot ball here. This time in the slot here, Rajat Patidar goes inside out. Wonderful shot here, gets underneath the ball and hits it through the line. That will be a huge 6 over the cover regions there. Wonderful 6 here from Rajat Patidar here to end the over here. 50 comes up here for Royal Challengers Bengaluru. They are up and running in this stage here. 50 for 1 after 5 overs here. 156 required of 90. Here is Jason Holder running into ball to Virat Kohli. This time a good link delivery off the inside as the ball goes away towards the fine leg region, and that will be just a single there. Well, Jason Holder has been brought back into the attack here. He's had a wonderful T20 World Cup, his first game of his first outing in the IPL this season. What a shot at the last ball of the previous over there from Rajat Patidar in the slot, goes down on one knee and hits it through the line using the pace of the bowler, just timing it to perfection over the cover region there for a huge 6. The required run rate just 10.45. That's absolutely nothing to panic here, especially on this wicket. This time Jason Holder a little bit short, and the other Padikkal tries to play the pull shot off the inside edge. He's dragged it away towards the deep square leg. That'll just be a single there. 154 required of 88. That's the equation here out there in the middle in Nama Bengaluru in Chinnaswamy here. 52 for 1 after 5.2. They've got off to a good start here. Washington Sudhar, he'll be eagerly waiting to see the back of Virat Kohli, because he was the one who dropped Virat Kohli off his first ball there. Virat Kohli should have been back in the dugout for a golden duck, but Washington Sundar giving him a life, and Virat Kohli, he'll definitely make you pay. This time banged in shot, and Virat Kohli had all the time in the world to rock back and play the pull shot and place it to perfection. Couple of bounces into the boundary in the mid-wicket region there. 4 runs here. A wonderful shot here. Every single run, every single boundary being scored off the blade of Virat Kohli will be like rubbing salt on the wounds of Washington Sundar, who dropped him on a first ball duck there. Here is Jason Holder, change of pace, and Virat Kohli taps it back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. Last 2 balls off the power play here. Royal Challengers Bengaluru have got a good score on board. Gujarat Titans will be keen to get one more wicket, at least 1 wicket here. They would love to have Virat Kohli, but any wicket would do at this moment here. They are building a partnership here, 30 or 50 in the partnership. There, the Padikkal has got off to a flyer here, 19 of 10. As here is Jason Holder to Virat Kohli. Once again, Virat Kohli drives it through the onside there towards the mid-wicket region, as Manav Sutar will field the ball, and the batters will scamper for a single there. And Shunrita Ramasharai, thank you so much there. Hi to you too. Thank you for sending us a message there. Hope you're doing good and hope you're enjoying the stream here. Extremely sorry if I mispronounced your name, but welcome to the stream and welcome to the family here at Sports Beyond Cancer. This time a finger off the last ball, flicks it away towards the square leg region there, and that'll be the end of the over here. 52 for 1 after 6. 58 for 1, beg your pardon, there after 6, and that'll be the end of the power play, and the fields can be relaxed now. And Royal Challengers Bengaluru would definitely be happy. I think they will be the team that's currently will believe that they have the upper hand in the contest at this juncture of the game here, with just 148 required of 84 balls. I think Royal Challengers Bengaluru will definitely feel that they have the upper hand in this contest here, because they easily know that anything less than 12 runs and over in this pitch is definitely manageable, and with wickets in hand, and especially when you have firepower in the form of Padikkal, Virat Kohli, in the form of Rajat Patidar, Jitesh Sharma, Tim David, Romario Shepherd, Krunal Pandya, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar to follow through. I think they should be definitely fancying to chase down this target here. But one thing that can stop them in this chase could be the local bowler here from Karnataka, who's playing for the opposition tonight here, Gujarat Titans. It's Prasidh Krishna, who's been running in now as an impact player, straight away bowling to his a state captain there, that Padikkal, straying down the pads. He flicks it away towards the deep fine leg region there. That'll be a single there. Prasidh Krishna is also someone who hits the hard length, and the test match kind of a length. And can he turn it around tonight here for Gujarat? They desperately need a wicket here. It's going to be a good battle between Tim David and Rashid Khan. That's a contest worthy to watch tonight here, if at all they come to bat. Here is Prasidh Krishna, banks it in a little bit short, and Virat Kohli pulls it away towards the deep wicket in there. Kagis Yorabada will field it, and the batters will quickly sprint back for 2 runs here. Kagis Yorabada had to run in towards his left from the deep square leg region to cut the ball away, and that'll be 2 runs here. Virat Kohli, the visuals, they are showing time and time again the drop chance there. The first ball straight into the hands of Sundar, and out it comes. Hard hands at the ball, and poops, the ball pops out of his hands, and it's been grasped. And since then, he's batting wonderfully there. This time, banged in shot outside the off stump, and Virat Kohli stands tall, jumps in the air, and drives it over the cover field there. And the ball will run away into the boundary in the coverage, and there are 4 runs here, and that'll definitely bring out the fans in the frenzy mode there. They are shouting on the top of the throats there. They're enjoying every single moment out here in Nama Bengaluru here. It's a weekend night here. It's a Friday night, and they are enjoying the time out here as their batters are making merry in this chase here. It's a wonderful, wonderful contest here. 65 for 1 after 6.3. Once again, Virat Kohli, he'll pick up 4 runs once again. He's up and running here. He's unstoppable here. And once again, he'll pick up 4 runs here. 2 boundaries on the trot here, and they are having a party here. The fans are enjoying the moment out here, watching the King Kohli bat in this sort of manner here. Charging down the pitch, it tries to play the pull shot, but the ball shaping away from him. That was climbing on him. I think his ball off just stopping on him, and somehow managed to get it over the backward point fielder, and that will run away into the backward point region there. 4 runs here. This time banged in shot. He drills it away towards the mid-off region. That will be a dot ball here. Well. 69 for 1, 6.5 overs. They are up and running here. 137 of 50, 137 of 80 balls here. They will definitely fancy. I think it's Bengaluru's game to lose here. It's not they're 15 to 20 runs short. Gujarat Titans, and the drop chances and misfields will not help them tonight here in this contest here. You can't afford to drop the likes of King Kohli, especially when Royal Challengers Bengaluru are chasing with the bat there. As here is Prasidh Krishna to Kohli. Once again, a slow bouncer, just pulling it away, drags it away towards the short square leg, and Prasidh Krishna will himself collect the ball. That will just be a single on this occasion. And that will be the end of the over here for Prasidh Krishna. He's given away 12 of his first, and that will be the end of the 7 overs, 70 for 1 after 7. The current run rate, 10 runs an over. And that will be 136 required of 78 balls, and that will be the strategic timeout here. And we have 2.5 minutes of break here. And meanwhile, do not forget to hit that subscribe button there. You have 2.5 minutes to hit that subscribe button there. The required run rate 10.46 now. The partnership gaining some momentum, 44 of 24. The third wicket partnership here. Both the batters up and running with Devdutt Padikkal unbeaten on 21 of 12. And Virat Kohli 33 of 20 there. Anshul Kamboj, the man with the purple cap, currently 7 matches, 14 wickets with an economy of 8.96. He currently holds the purple cap here from CSK. Prince Yadav, he's been impressive so far. This time Rashid Khan into the attack here, and this time Virat Kohli backs away on the leg side and he cuts it away towards the backward point. That will be a dot ball here. Rashid Khan, Gujarat Titans will have pinned their hopes to Rashid Khan to give them the breakthrough and get them back into this contest here. Otherwise, Royal Challengers Bengaluru currently have the limelight here. This time banks it in short here. Poor ball here. He half tracker and Virat Kohli rocks back and pulls it away over the long on region there. 6 runs here. That's a freebie on offer, and Virat Kohli will punish him. Definitely ensure to punish him here. Half tracker drags it down. And Virat Kohli, as soon as he saw the ball banged in short, rocks back and gets underneath the ball and pulls it away over the long on region there. A huge 6 here. And straight away Rashid Khan has his hands up in the air, apologizing to the captain there for dragging the ball down and offering a freebie to Virat Kohli here. This time the ball wide outside the off stump, and Virat Kohli cuts it away wonderfully towards the wide of the sweeper coverage, and there 4 runs here. He is definitely wants to finish the game as early as possible here. How costly was the drop chance here? How costly is the drop chance turning out to be by Washington Sundar there? First ball, Virat Kohli was still not even opened his account there, and that was straight into the hands of Washington Sundar. It was offered on the platter there, and he's dropped him, and Virat Kohli currently on 44 of 24 balls there, and he'll definitely be carrying on till the end. That's the kind of batter is. He'll definitely make you pay. He's not someone that will give you chances on a regular basis. He's offered one off the first ball, and then since then he's looked a different batter on this wicket here. 81 for 1 after 7.4 overs, and the partnership now crossing over 50 or 54 of 27 with a strike rate about 200. The strike rate of the partnership, about 200 here. .125 of 74 here. This time on the pads, Devdutt Padikkal can only pull it away towards the deep backward square, and they'll pick up only a single here. This time the ball turning away from the right-hander, rocks back and just tucks it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. There's sensible batting there. They've already got 12 runs off the over there. So sensible batting to get that single and keep the strike, and that'll be the end of the over here. That'll be 83 for 1 after 8 overs here. And to all the folks watching the stream, kindly do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. Every single like, every single subscription will mean the world to us in this journey there. So kindly do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button there. Here is Prasidh Krishna into his second over here, running into bowl to Kohli. Banks it in short, and Kohli cuts it in the air towards the deep point region. That will be a single on this occasion. He's 4 shy away from a much deserved half century here. Here is Krishna to Devdutt Padikkal here. Devdutt Padikkal shuffling across the leg stump here. And Krishna tried to follow him up, but is bowled down his legs there. And all he had to get some bat onto it, and it trickles it down the pads towards the fine leg region there. 4 runs there. Poor bowling here from Prasidh Krishna. And that will fetch 4 runs here for Devdutt Padikkal. Easy pickings here for the batters. Gujarat Titans clueless out there in the middle as Royal Challengers Bengaluru making merry out there in the middle. Poor ball here. Banks it in short, straying down the leg, and all Padikkal had to do was swivel his body and help it along the fine leg region there. That'll be a huge six here, and that'll bring the crowd onto the toes there. That'll bring the Red Army onto the toes there. They're up and running in the stands there. It's absolutely loud here in Chinnaswamy here. That six definitely echoing through across the ground, and the crowd are cheering on top of the throats, at the top of the lungs there. They are enjoying every single moment out here with that six there. Once again, poor ball straying down the leg, but this time Padikkal mistiming the ball there. Doesn't get clean hit on the ball there. Once again, it was a poor ball straying down the leg. Padikkal once again should have flicked it over the fine leg region there, but I think the ball's come off the bottom edge. One bounce towards the deep fine leg region there. Lucky there for Padikkal there, because he did not get the middle of the bat on that occasion, and that'll be one bounce to the fielder there. And lucky there for the bowler, and lucky there for the batter too, because that could have gone into the hands on any other day. The partnership now 68 of 33 there. Prasidh Krishna to Kohli, this time in the air to the mid-off fielder there. They'll scamper for a quick single there. Good running between the two batters there. Good running, good call there. .96 for 1 after 8.5 overs here, and Prasidh Krishna's been a little too expensive tonight. 1.5 overs, so already given away 25 runs there. Here is Prasidh Krishna to the other Padikkal. This time in the slot here, coming in from over the wicket on this occasion, and is punched it straight over the long off region there. 6 runs here, a huge over. 19 runs coming off the over here. 19 runs coming off the over here. What a wonderful over here for Royal Challengers Bengaluru, and that'll bring up their 100 here. And that'll be the end of the over here. What a wonderful shot here, and that'll definitely bring up the 100 here for Royal Challengers Bengaluru here. 19 runs coming off it, and 102 for 1 after 9. Lots of trouble here for Gujarat Titans here, and that's the reason I kept saying Gujarat Titans did not play to the full potential in the batting there, because they should have got somewhere close to 225, 230, because that is the kind of surface here in Bengaluru, and the dimensions of the ground extremely small compared to other grounds there, and they should have capitalized there on the start Sudharsan gave, but the way the Royal Challengers Bengaluru bowlers bowled at the death, wonderful containing the batters at that situation, at that juncture of the game, and they turn around the game in those 5 overs there, and they are definitely mastered the art of bowling at the death there. They have got the right resources, and they have mastered the art of executing those balls in the death there. This time banks it in short, and Virat Kohli pulls it away towards the deep backward square, and that will just be a single there. This time the ball outside the off stump, tries to play the drive to the cover region there, just going past the outside edge. That will be a dot ball here. Googly here from Rashid Khan, just going past the outside edge. This time once again with on offer outside the off stump, flight delivery once again. Devdutt Padikkal goes over the cover region there. One more 6 in that region there for Devdutt Padikkal, and he's raced away to 45 of 19 here. He is definitely having a wonderful season here for Royal Challengers Bengaluru. A huge six here, and this time coming off the blade of Rajat Patidar. A tossed up delivery, turning away from the left-hander, googly there, and he has hit it straight through over the covers there. That'll be a huge six here. This time straying down the leg, Rajat Patidar trying to heave it away over the fine leg region there, but it'll miss the ball, but that'll be a white ball, nothing to worry here. This time, flight delivery on the patch here. Rajat Patidar in the slot. He goes down on one knee and plays the sweep shot over the fine leg region. There's 6 runs here for the man here from Karnataka. And he'll bring up his 50 here. 50 of 20 balls here. 51 of 20 balls here. Standing ovation as he pumps his fist in the air, as he raises his bat in the air. That'll be a wonderful 50 here. 51 from 20 for Rajat Patidar. What a shot here. So, and poor bowling here from the experienced campaign, Rashid Khan, straying down the leg, and that was in the slot here, and all he had to do was swivel his body and play that sweep shot here, and that'll fetch him 6 runs here. This time a little bit short, and Rajat Patidar drags it along towards the deep backward square, and that'll just be a single on this occasion here. A 50 here coming in much a wonderful juncture of the season here. Thank you, Carl, for your wonderful message. Lovely to have you here once again, all the way from West Indies there. Hello all. Tuned in a bit late, but it looks to be an exciting chase by RCB. Definitely, it looks to be an exciting chase here. Just to give you the practical scenario out here. It's a below par target set out here on this surface, especially in this ground here, Carl. This surface definitely is something where the batters score about 225, 230 there, but they have fell short by 10 to 15, by minimum at least by 10 to 15 runs, and that's the reason we keep saying that this pitch out here is a batter's paradise and it's a nightmare for the bowlers there, and that's the reason I keep saying there the Royal Challengers Bengaluru's batters get the liberty of playing 8 games or 6 games. I think tonight is the last game for them on this wicket here, and they definitely enjoy batting out there. That's the reason their bowlers had to be clinical, and that's the thing that they changed during the previous auctions there. They had to bring in the death bowlers because their bowlers used to be hammered on these grounds, because just like the batters can make merry out there in the middle, their bowlers had to be inch perfect in the death, because you can't afford to miss your line even by a margin here, because the dimensions are small and it's a batter's paradise and it's a bowler's nightmare here. This time banged in shot, and he pulls it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there, and they pick up a single, and that'll bring up the half century here for Virat Kohli. 50 of 30 balls here for Virat Kohli. 50 of 30 balls here for Virat Kohli. He was dropped off the first ball of Washington Sundar there. Was that the change in the match there? Was that the drop chance, the only difference in the match there that turned the tide from Gujarat Titans towards RCB? 50 of 30 balls unbeaten here from Virat Kohli. Since then he's looked different, touch of class here. This time Rajat Patidar making room for himself and drives it towards the mid-off region there. Misfield there from Shubman Gill, but I think the batters won't be coming back for second run there. 86 of 58 here. The game's almost done and dusted. It's Bengaluru's game to lose here tonight. This time a bouncer here from Rabada, and he tries to play the pull shot. Virat Kohli, and the ball goes past his shoulders, so that was climbing onto him, and Virat Kohli straight away looking at the leg umpire, expecting a white ball there. Then he consults the other Patidar at the other end, and the other Patidar probably nods and says probably it was well within the limit there, and they will probably not be taking the review here. 93, the partnership of 43 balls here, 94 of 44 balls here. This time straying down the leg here. Poor ball there. Pace on offer. Straying down the leg. And that's a freebie. He flicks it away. The ball will run away towards the fine leg region there and will crash into the advertising hoardings there. 4 runs here for Virat Kohli. The big South African bowler taken to the cleaners in this over here. He is bowling erratically in this over here. This time in the slot here. You can't bowl there to Virat Kohli there. Kagiso Rabada, what are you doing out there? Bowling it in the slot with that kind of a pace on offer here. He's hitting 150 plus clicks per hour, Rabada, and bowling in those channels with those lengths and those line, and especially on this surface, you would be dispatched into the stands. A huge 6 over the mid-wicket region there from Virat Kohli, getting underneath the ball in the slot, angling into the right-hander, and with that kind of pace on offer, all he had to go do was get some timing behind the shot, and the ball flies off his bat, and within a fraction of a second lands into the stands here. 6 runs here for Kohli here. This time banks it in short, angling into the right-hander. He arches back and cuts it away towards the deep backward point region, and that will be a single to end the over, and he'll be happy to have the strike. 131 for 1 after 11 overs here. Thank you, Gumati Maharaj. Welcome to the stream here, Gumati Maharaj. Hope you're doing good. Lovely to have you all the way from South Africa to watch this contest out here. Thank you, Gumati Devi Maharaj, all the way from South Africa. Hi to you too. Lovely to have you once again out here on the stream here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Hope you're doing good, and it's wonderful to have people from across the country, across the globe onto our stream here. And to all the people who have still not hit the subscribe button there, requesting you to kindly hit that subscribe button there. Royal Challengers Bengaluru up and running in this stage so far. Here is Jason Holder to bowl to Virat Kohli. Pulls it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. Sai Sudharsan will feel it on the edge of the rope. And that will just be a single there. Good to be here. Thank you. Thank you so much there, Gumati Maharaj, for your message out there. That's so kind of you to let us know that you're feeling good to be out here on the stream here. The required run rate has dropped to 8.33 there. Here is Jason Holder to Padikkal. Padikkal shuffles across the off stick. A change of pace there. Tries to go across the onside, and that will be a dot ball there. This time banks it in short outside the off stump. He fetches it all the way from outside the off stump and pulls it away towards the deep backward square, and that'll just be a single there. A slow Yorker on the middle stick here. He's managed to squeeze it away. Virat Kohli, that'll be a dot ball here. Good ball here from Jason Holder there. A loopy kind of a floaty kind of a Yorker there. This time an in-swinger angling into the pads. He's just tucked it away towards the deep square leg region there. And that'll be a single for Virat Kohli here. 134 for 1 after 12. Beg your pardon there. There's one more ball to go. 134 for 1 after 11.5 there. 72 required of 49 here. It's almost done and dusted in this contest so far here. Royal Challengers Bengaluru up and running in the chase. change of field here from Jason Holder on this occasion. Change of plans here. Trying to bring in his plan B to Rajat Patidar here this time. A slower ball on the pass here. He's tried to flick it away, and good take down the leg by Josh Butler. A half-hearted appeal there, and the umpire says that is just a dot ball here. But Shubman Gill just confirming with Josh Butler that if there was any bat onto it, and he says nothing there, so that just be a dot ball here. Thank you for sending us hi once again. Hi to you too. Hope you're enjoying the stream here. Rashid Khan's been brought into the attack here. He's been expensive. 2 overs, none for 29. Is running into ball to Virat Kohli. Tossed up delivery, flighted through the air, and this is been eaten wonderfully wide of the long off fielder there. The long off fielder a little bit wider there, and one bounce into the boundary there. 4 runs here straight away. Counter-attacking Rashid Khan once again. Tossed up delivery outside the off stump, gets underneath the ball and hits it straight down the line towards the long off region there, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. .68 of 47 now. This time tossed to delivery outside the off stump, drives it towards the wide of the long off there. Shah Rukh Khan will field the ball there, and Virat Kohli was interested for the second run there. But Rajat Patidar denying the second run, and Virat Kohli is not happy there with Rajat Patidar. Carl Jacob turning out to be a cakewalk of a chase. Definitely, Carl. Definitely, it's going to be a cakewalk of a chase here on this contest here. This time, the ball turning into the left-hander, just tucks it away towards the deep mid-wicket in there. Well, Carl, it's that kind of a surface here in Bengaluru. It's a batter's paradise and a bowler's nightmare here. Gujarat Titans, even though they got to 205, they were at least 15 to 20 runs short. They're straight away 15 to 20 runs short. So I'm talking about the minimum runs that they were short by, because it's a batter's paradise and the dimensions here in Bengaluru are small. As you have seen over the years, these are high-scoring thriller venues. But Gujarat Titans, despite getting that sort of a start, all the credit to Royal Challengers Bengaluru's bowlers, especially the last 5 overs, the way they managed, especially the 15th to the 19th over, the way they managed to strangle the batters for runs, nailing those Yorkers, bowling those googlies, inch-perfect Yorkers, back-of-the-hand deliveries with the likes of Hazelwood, Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Rashid Dar. And this time, is this a stumping there? I think this is a stumping here. Rajat Patidar charging down the ground, trying to go over the top there. Has missed the ball, and Josh Butler whip the bails off, and that will be the end of a wonderful innings here from Rajat Patidar. A googly here, and Rajat Patidar playing for the leg spin here has ventured out of the crease. And Josh Butler will whip the bails off, and that will be the end of Rajat Patidar. What a wonderful knock here from the youngster here from Karnataka for Royal Challengers Bengaluru here. Rajat Patidar has been dismissed for 55 of 27 balls with a strike rate of 204, and a wonderful knock. He's almost won the game here for Bengaluru here. 141 for 2 after 12.5. Mahindra Bharati, hi. Thank you for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer. So Carl, just coming back to that, that's the reason Royal Challengers Bengaluru were losing all these years. I think it took them 18 years to win their first cup, because even though they managed to put up 215, 220, 230, the opposition team would definitely go on to chase it, because it's a batter's paradise there and the bowlers a nightmare out there. And that's the reason the previous edition of these auctions, in the previous mega auctions, so what they focused on was to get in the death bowlers in the forms of Hazelwood, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Rafiq Salamdar. They managed to get the likes of Suyash Sharma, and they've also have got that. I forgot the name of the bowler there. Tushara, that sling bowler there from Sri Lanka. He's still not got his clearance certificate from Sri Lanka. Once he gets his clearance certificate, no objection certificate from Sri Lanka, he'll also be joining the team as early as possible here. Even he's someone with that sling action, just bowl like Malinga and nail those Yorkers there. And that were the reasons which RCB focused on, because they knew that every team will go about 200. But if those 5 overs in the death can be contained, they can have they can go on to win the games, and that has definitely worked into their favor there, as you saw them win the tournament last season. And once again tonight you saw how clinical they were in the last 4 overs, with even after one of the opposition batters getting to 100 and setting the stage, the last 5 overs completely strangled them for runs and ensured that they only managed 205 on board. And it's a below par score here on this wicket. 205 is a below par, extremely below par score on this wicket here, because they had to get somewhere plus 225 or 230. And with that will be a dot ball to end the over. 141 for 2 after 13. Jason Holder to Virat Kohli here, this time straying down the leg there, spraying down the leg. Josh Butler had to dive down the leg to take the ball, and that will be a white ball here. Here is Holder to Virat Kohli. Good length delivery. Just taps it back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. 64 of 42 here. Can one wicket bring into? Can they at least find some respite in this defending of the target here? Can they at least make a case of this defense of this target here? Here is Holder running into ball to Kohli. This time in the slot here. Kohli backing away on the leg side. Gives the charge. And will heave it away over the deep mid-wicket region there. 6 runs here for Virat Kohli here. Wonderful, wonderful shot here. Every run that Virat Kohli hits will be like rubbing salt on the wounds of Washington Sundar, who dropped the King Kohli when he was on 0 on the first ball of his innings here tonight here. It was a straightforward catch, a catch offered on a platter to Washington Sundar into his palms, and it popped out and it was grass there. And Virat Kohli, after hitting that 6, sends out a loud roar there. He's enjoying his time out there. Sends out a loud roar here. And he's crossed 306 years for sixes for India, in the IPL here. 302 sixes for Virat Kohli. This time in the slot. This time goes over the offside here, over the long offer there, and that will be 6 runs here. Once again, that will bring up the 150 here for Royal Challengers Bengaluru there. The field's been brought up into the circle, and Virat Kohli taking on the bowler there, and he goes over the long off, and that will be the 6 runs here. The fielder in the circle, vacant area, and Virat Kohli goes over the top, gets underneath the ball, and that's 1 bounce into the advertising hoarding there. That will be 6 runs here. Here is Holder, 2-6 on shot here. And this time a slow ball outside the off stump. And that was banged in a little bit short length delivery. And Virat Kohli tries to play the pull shot. And wonderful change of pace here from Jason Holder there. And Virat Kohli early into the shot here. And off the inside edge, his stumps has been rattled here. His stumps are rattled here. And the stumps going for a cartwheeling here. And Jason Holder sends out a loud roar here. He has been hit for 2 sixes, and this time Virat Kohli is absolutely livid with himself. Virat Kohli extremely upset with himself here, and he's roaring, he's screaming at himself for that poor shot. And as he walks back towards the dressing room here, he's managed to reclaim the orange cap with the innings here. He has been dismissed for 81 of 44 balls, and that will be 154 for 3. 154 for 3 after 13.4 overs here. And Jason Holder there just pouring out his emotions, venting out his frustration. He's bowled 2 bad balls. That was dispatched for 6, and the next ball he's managed to pick up the wicket of Virat Kohli, and the emotions running high on him after he's cleaned up Virat Kohli on that occasion here. 154 for 3, 13.4 overs as Nitesh Sharma walks in at number 5 here for Royal Challengers Bengaluru here. Is there a twist in the tail here? Could there be a twist in the tail? Can 1 wicket bring in 2? Here is Jason Holder to Nitesh Sharma, just taps it back towards the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. Rolls his fingers on the ball, and Virat Kohli not watching the ball come off the hands of Jason Holder in the last minute there while delivering. He just rolls his fingers there, and that subtle change there completely outfoxing Virat Kohli, and the change of pace did him in, and he chopped it on. And Jason Holder extremely a lot of emotions running through him, especially after bowling 2 bad deliveries that were dispatched for 6, and a standing ovation for Virat Kohli there as he walks off the field. 81 for 44 balls there. This time a slow bouncer here, and Nitesh Sharma climbs onto it, fetches it from all the way from outside the off stump and pulls it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. A wonderful shot here from Nitesh Sharma, and he'll be off the mark here. That will be 158 for 3 after the end of 14 here. 48 required of 36 balls. This time Rashid Khan, a flight delivery outside the off stump, and Rajat Patidar straight away going over the long off fielder there, just clearing the long off fielder there, and he'll pick up 6 runs here. Royal Challengers Bengaluru, they only know to play one way here. They are going to attack here. They do not want to play a complacent out there. They want to counter-attack the bowlers here. Flight delivery outside the off stump, gets his front leg across the forward stride and hits it through the line here. And Shah Rukh Khan diving in the long off region there, but the ball's a little bit too high for him and crashes straight into the advertising hoarding there. 6 runs here, and is off the mark here. This time a flight delivery angling into the middle stick here, and Rajat Patidar trying to go across the line. 1 bounce to the deep mid-wicket fielder there, just a single there. That speaks volumes about the kind of confidence and the energy and the kind of positivity that is running through the team, and the kind of freedom and liberty that the management and the coaching staff have given to them, because every batter who is coming out there in the middle is extremely fearless. He wants to take on the bowlers right from the word go, not worried about being on 0, not worried about being in a single digit score. They just want to play attacking brand of cricket and want to set the fear into the opposition camp there. And this time a googly here, and forward defense here from Nitesh Sharma, and the loud appeal here from Josh Buttler and Rashid Khan, but I think the impact could have been outside the off stump. That could have been pad and bat, but the impact definitely outside the off stump, so they would be taking the review here. Josh Buttler straight away saying impact could be outside. This time a flight delivery outside the off stump, and this time Nitesh Sharma, he goes over the top here. He's gone over the long off region there. 1 more 6 here. That is what I was talking about. These players extremely fearless. They love to play this aggressive brand of cricket, setting the fear amongst the opposition camp there, setting the cat among the pigeons there. What a wonderful shot here. Once again a flight delivery and tossed up, and he gets underneath the ball and hits it through the line. A huge 6 over the long off region there. The fearless brand of cricket to entertain the crowd here at Bengaluru here. They are having a one hell of a night here. This time Nitesh Sharma once again trying to go over the long off region there. The ball just a tad turn on that one, just missing the ball there, and Josh Buttler whipping the bail off, but his maintained his position in the crease there. That will be a not out there. Good keeping there. Well, setting the intentions clear. They are not going to be afraid. They are not going to see out Rashid Khan. Every single bowler that's going to come their way, Royal Challengers Bengaluru want to put them on the back foot. They want to set fear in the opposition camp here. This time banged in shot outside the off stump. This time it's in the air, and I think it's Manav Sutar who's dived towards his left and is pulled off a stunner here. He's pulled off a stunner here. Manav Sutar. The ball was pitched in middle stick and turning away from the right-hander, and Jitesh Sharma tried to cut it away towards the cover region there, vacant cover, deep cover region there, but he had to pierce the cover fielder there, but Manav Sutar diving towards his left holds on to a spectacular catch here, and that will be the end of the stint here from Jitesh Sharma. Jitesh Sharma, he's not been amongst the runs in the tournament so far, and once again he's got off to a poor dismissal once again. Just 10 runs of 5 balls here, for 10 runs of 6 balls if I'm not wrong there, for Jitesh Sharma. He's been dismissed, caught by Manav Sutar, ball Rashid Khan, and Rashid Khan will pick up a second wicket of the evening. 4 overs, 2 for 49, and that will be 171 for 3 after 15 here. It's Bengaluru's game to lose because the required run rate is just a mere 7 runs and over there. It should be just a matter of time before Royal Challengers Bengaluru get that 35 runs across here. But if a wicket or 2 falls here, things could get interesting here. If a wicket or 2 falls, especially in the next over, it could get interesting, and we will have a game on our cards here. Manav Sutar into the attack here straight away. Short pitch outside the off stump, turning away from the right-hander. He drives it towards the wide of the super coverage in there, and they'll just pick up a single there. Manav Sutar, he's been given the ball for the first time in this innings and the first time in this campaign so far here. Good catch here from Manav Sutar, and straight away as he takes the wonderful catch, the ball's been tossed towards him. Shubman Gill throwing the last dice in this contest in the form of Manav Sutar there, trying to bring in that sort of a suspense out here, as Manav Sutar is all set to bowl to Tim David here, the big mighty Australian here, 34 required of 29. Here is Manav Sutar running into bowl to Tim David here. This time the ball turning away from the right-hander, cuts it away towards the sweeper cover, and that will be just a single there. (33 of 28). It's an easy game here for Bengaluru. It's their game to lose here from this phase. Here is Manav Sutar, flighted delivery, and Rajat Patidar trying to hit it across the line here. A poor shot here. This is in the air. Will this be taken here? Yes, this time Washington Sundar takes the catch in the cover regions there. The ball was swirling away from him, but he had his eyes stationed onto it, and he was calm under the ball there, and he holds on to the catch here. That is what I was talking here. Irresponsible shot of the highest order here from Rajat Patidar. This was not at all required under circumstances at what juncture of the game they were currently poised at. A flighted delivery on the leg stick, and it turned away from the right-hander, and Rajat Patidar trying to take on the youngster there, trying to clear the fielder there in the deep, trying to go over the long on region there, off the edge, in the air for quite some time, and Washington Sundar on this occasion will be relieved to take the catch there, and that will be the end of the knock here from the Royal Challengers Bengaluru skipper there. Absolutely poor shot, poorest shot of the highest order, immaturity and irresponsibility of the highest order here from Rajat Patidar to throw his team under the bus, especially with that sort of a shot, especially at this juncture of the game with just 6.33 runs required per over. He's thrown away his wicket and is given an opposition to just get that sense of making a comeback into this game. I am still the game is in the favor of Royal Challengers Bengaluru, but still I would consider it's a poorest shot, especially being the leader of the team to play that sort of a shot. It makes the others feel that playing this sort of an irresponsible shot is okay out there, and that sends a wrong message, especially to the youngsters there in the dugout there. He'll be absolutely dare not make an eye contact to Dinesh Karthik or the likes of the Andy Flower when he walks out there in the dressing room there. Poor shot there from Rajat Patidar there. That will be 173 for 5 after 15.3 here. And that will bring, because it's the 16th over, that will also be the strategic timeout here. 173 for 5 after 15.3 overs. Rajat Patidar dismissed for 8 runs of 5 balls after playing the most irresponsible shots that we have recently watched. We watched Hardik Pandya play one such kind of a shot the last evening here in the Mumbai vs CSK game, and tonight there's one more skipper who's taken it for liberty and played such an irresponsible shot when just 33 runs were required of 28 balls. I mean, he could have just taken the singles, rotated the strikes. I mean, I think sometimes I'm amazed in the recent Gen Z form of cricket there. Why do you always have to look at maximums? Why do you always have to try and look at hitting sixes there? There's a lot of vacant spaces. Why can't you hit fours there? Why can't you take those twos there? I'm extremely confused why they always want to go aerial. Why can't they hit the fours there? I'm extremely confused with the kind of mindset this modern gen cricketers have, and that will be a poor show there. And especially if Royal Challengers Bengaluru goes on to lose this game, definitely they are definitely going to win this game by all means. They have got a complete hold of this game, 90%, probably 93% to 7% in favor of Gujarat. But if at all that 7% turns out to be in favor of Gujarat and they go on to win the game, I mean, Rajat Patidar will be the one who should take all the blame there. Absolutely stupid start of the highest order there. And that will bring up the end of the strategic timeout here. And if at all you haven't hit that subscribe button, kindly take this moment and hit that subscribe button and help us in this journey and help us in this fight against our fifth cancer there. Every single subscription will mean the world to us, so do not forget to hit that subscribe button there as you watch along this stream out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. As Krunal Pandya has been sent out there in the middle ahead of Romario Shepherd here, this time on the pads. He's tucked it away towards the deep for backward square, and that will be a single here. The perfect batter to be out there in the middle. He's a sensible batter, Krunal Pandya. He's someone who will keep the strike rotating. He'll wait for those loose deliveries, and he's someone who will rotate the strike and keep the scoreboard ticking there. Here is Manav Sutar to Tim David here. This time Tim David off his back foot, just punching it away towards the cover fielder. That will be a dot ball here. Good bowling here from Manav Sutar. Here is Manav Sutar to Tim David this time. This time a quicker one. He rocks back off to his back foot and just cuts it away towards the sweeper cover. That will be a single here. Good over here from Manav Sutar. Just 4 runs and a wicket here to start off his first over here. That will be 175 for 5 after 16 overs here. 31 required of 24. Kagisho Rabada has been brought into the attack here. He's been expensive tonight. It's been unusual. 36 off his 3 overs here. But can he finish off in a good fashion here? Here he is running into ball to Tim David here. This time Tim David off the outside edge. The ball's run away towards the third man region there. That'll just be a single here to start off the over here. 145.3 clicks on that one. He's cranking up the pace tonight here, but he's bowled indisciplined lengths tonight, line and lengths tonight, and that's cost him 36 runs off his 3 overs. Here is Rabada running into balls. Krunal Pandya banks it in shot outside the off stump, shaping away from the left-hander. He just guides it away towards the third man region there. He'll pick up a single there. Sensible batting here from Krunal Pandya. This is the kind of innings that this is the kind of strike rotation that we also expected from Rajat Patidar there, but he's just tried to throw his bat under the sink and is managed to hold out there. Rabada to David here. He's shuffling across the off stick here. He's tried to play the pull shot here. But off the bat, inside edge rolls onto his bats and goes towards the right of the bowler, and Rabada will collect the ball. Krunal was interested for the single, but Tim David, he's not the swiftest among the wickets. He's a big unit. He knows to tonk the ball, but he's not a good runner between the wickets, and he's straight away denied Krunal for the single there. Here is Rabada as Tim David tries to play the heave it across the leg side here, shuffles across the off stick and tries to heave it over the deep mid-wicket region there, but the ball climbing onto the batter there. He's cranking some pace out there. 148.3 clicks on that one. That ball just took off the surface and that just skid off the surface there, and that'll just be a dot ball here. 29 of 20 now. Gujarat Titans were in a similar score at that moment. They were just 2 wickets down, but the next few overs it was extremely tight there from RCB. This time banks it in short, but this time it will go above the batter's head there, and that will be a wide ball here. Definitely a wide ball here. Trying to bounce out Tim David here, hitting the deck a little bit too hard, and the ball just took off the surface, and that will be a wide ball here. There you see, after 16.4 overs, Gujarat were 173 for 2. They had 8 wickets in hand, but the next 3.2 overs did not go their way. Next 3 overs, especially the next 2.5, 2.4 overs did not go their way. Just 14 runs coming off the next 2.4 overs there. This time Tim David tried to hit it across the line there. The ball's in the air. Will this clear the ropes here? Yes, it'll clear the ropes here. Unlucky there for the bowler there. 143.9 clicks on that one, and the pace takes the ball over the stands there. That's the reason we keep telling it's a small ground here in Bengaluru. The dimensions are small, and the 6 flying off the outside edge over the third man region there. 6 runs here for Tim David. Wonderful ball here. A wobble seam, cross seam delivery, and Tim David hitting it across the line. Completely mistiming the shot here, and off the outside edge, the ball just clearing the third man fielder there, and Tim David cannot believe it all. Because that was a poor shot here. This time the ball banged in short, good length delivery, climbing on the batter. He's tried to run down towards the third man region there, but it will miss the outside edge, and good carry there to the wicketkeeper. That will be the end of the over here. 8 runs of this Rabada's last 4 overs, none for 45. It's not been his night here. The big South African bowler there, not been his right tonight here in Bengaluru. 4 overs, none for 45, and that'll be 184 for 5 after 17 here. Just 22 required of 18 here. And RCB should definitely have this game as early as possible into this pocket and grab those 2 points as early as possible in this contest here. 22 of 18. Manav Suthar has been given the ball once again, running in between the wickets to bowl to Krunal Pandya. Flighted ball, and Krunal Pandya hits it straight over the bowler's head. 1 bounce into the boundary there. 4 runs here. Sensible batting there. Least risk shot when you go over the bowler's head, and he'll pick up 4 runs here. Sensible batting here. A thing or two to learn from Krunal Pandya, from Rajat Patidar there. For Rajat Patidar there. This is the kind of shots you need to play, especially when it's under your control. Then not try to play the fancy shots and give the opposition a sense to come back into the game there. As here is Manav Suthar. This time Krunal Pandya shuffling way across the off stick and pulls it away wonderfully in the deep mid-wicket region there. Sweeps it towards the deep mid-wicket region. 1 bounce into the boundary there. 4 runs here. 2 boundaries on the trot, and that should be game settled here. Just 14 required of 16 balls here. 2 fours on the trot here from Krunal Pandya, shuffling way across the off stick, a flight delivery outside the off stump. He stretched it away down on one knee and swept it to perfection towards the deep mid-wicket region there. 1 bounce into the boundary. This time Krunal Pandya just way outside the off stick, off stump, and he tossed it extremely wide outside the wide guide on the off stump because he had shuffled there. He doesn't get enough room to play the sweep shot. He's only managed to drag it along towards the cover fielder. That will be a dot ball here. Here is Manav Suthar, a flighted delivery, Yorker length delivery on the toes of Krunal Pandya. Outside edge, and the ball rolls back to the bowler. That will be a dot ball here. Good comeback here. Two fours and two dot balls here. Great courage here from the young spinner, because he's been given the responsibility of bowling at the 18th and the 16th over, and he's bowled wonderfully so far. Even despite the 2 boundaries, he's bowled wonderfully so far. Take a bow, youngster. Manasutha, he's up for the challenge here. This time the ball outside the off stump. Krunal Pandya goes to the top here. This time he'll clear the fielder there. That'll be 6 runs here. Over the long on region there. 6 runs, and that should be game settled here. Once again shuffling across the off stick, and is heaved it away over the long on region there. 6 runs here for Krunal Pandya. 8 for 13 balls there. That's the reason we kept saying since the end of the Gujarat Titans, that Gujarat Titans falling short by 15 to 20 runs. It's a small ground. It's a batter's paradise and a bowler's nightmare. 225 is a must on this wicket here. Even to put a contest out here in the defense of the target there. This time of Yorker length delivery once again. He is managed to hit it towards the mid-wicket region, and the bowler will dive towards his left, but the ball will squeeze through his arms, and that will be a single to end the over. Just 7 required from 12 balls here. 199 for 5. Well, considering the Virat Kohli's knock here, how costly was the drop catch by Washington Sundar? Virat Kohli was dropped for 0 tonight off his first ball here. He could have been out for a golden duck here. That was a sitter of a catch. It was offered on a platter to Washington Sundar. He dropped the catch here. And Gomati Maharaj with the message here. Yes, thank you so much, Gomati Maharaj, for your message once again. 7 runs required from 12 balls here. It's the last game, league game in Bengaluru, I guess. They'll be coming back for the playoffs and the finals, but it's the last league game here in Bengaluru, I guess. Here is Jason Holder to bowl to Krunal Pandya. He shuffles once again way outside the off stick, trying to play the cut shot. He's missed the ball there. That'll be a dot ball here. Just 7 runs required from 11 balls here. And to all the folks who are coming on Sports Beyond Cancer, welcome to the stream here. Just 7 from 11 here for Bengaluru to once again get back to winning ways here. The last game in the last over, as David Miller punished them, Romario Shepherd, and picked up 2 points here. But they'll be keen to get back to winning ways and get that momentum running along the way once again. The victory will once again take them. The victory tonight will take them to 2 digits here in the points table here. As here is Jason Holder, banks it in shot into the body there. Krunal Pandya pulls it away along the ground towards the deep square leg region there, and just a single on this occasion here. With Tim David on strike, they are just 1 hit away from getting their 5th win in this campaign here, and they'll be up and running here. They definitely look promising to defend the title in this campaign here. Some signs of anxiety and nervousness, some loopholes that need to be addressed, but it's definitely a long tournament. They have a lot of opportunities to work on that, and that's the reason they have the likes of Dinesh Karthik and the likes of Flower out there, and they'll definitely shape these youngsters and shape these players into better players during the course of the tournament. As we inch towards the second half of the tournament, I think half the phase of the tournament is almost done, which most of the teams are almost playing the 7th and 8th game there. They're almost at the close of the half the way of the league stage here, as 1 hit away from a win here. 6 required from 10, as here is Jason Holder running into bowl to Tim David here. This time Tim David in the slot, but drags it along towards the mid-wicket along the ground, and that'll just be a single here. Gomati Maharaj, hope your health is improving. Definitely, Gomati Maharaj, it's definitely improving. Just on some days the fatigue kicks in, and some days even going out for a walk for 10 minutes feels like a victory. It's been that sort of a phase there. Even going out for a victory for 10 minutes feels like a victory on some days, and because it's a peak summer out here in India, it really gets tough to manage the fatigue. Especially, I get really tired these days very easily. Earlier, I used to run 50 kilometers. I used to be a full marathon runner, but these days it's extremely getting tough sometimes. But definitely, the health is slowly getting better. waiting for the August July phase where I need to get 2 more surgeries done with the plastic surgeries to come in and the tissue reconstruction surgeries that need to come in, because I've had 12 surgeries on my back during the course of the 5 cancers. So hopefully those surgeries end up well there. So waiting for it, and thank you very much for your concern, Gomati Maharaj. To just have a check on us. That means wonderful to have such a kind of a wonderful community out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. This time banks it in shot, and Kunal Pandya pulls it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there. That will be 4 runs here, and the scores are tied here. As here is Jason Holder running into bowl to Kunal Pandya. Kunal Pandya will just a slow bouncer on the legs, and he'll just guide it away towards the fine leg region there. He'll pick up a single there. A cameo here from Kunal Pandya. 12 balls 23 ensures that 12 balls 23, much required cameo at the end here, because that was extremely crucial. The 12 ball 23 cameo, and that will bring up Royal Challengers Bangalore's 5th victory of the campaign, and they'll be on 10 points now. They'll race away to 10 points here. They win this game by 5 wickets here. Wonderful game on our cards here. Especially when Gujarat Titans score the 205, I straight away let it out to you that they are 15 to 25 runs short here, 15 to 25 runs short here, because this is a small ground, and it's a batter's paradise. You need to capitalize on the dimensions of the ground, and you need to capitalize on the wicket here. You cannot be complacent. And even Sai Sudharsan, despite he got the 100 there, did he take a little bit too much balls from the 90s to get to the 100s there? Should he have accelerated a little bit more? And should the likes of Shubman Gill have taken some early risks there? He was happy to play second fiddle throughout. I think it was okay until the score reached about to 75 for no loss, 80 for no loss. But Shubman Gill continued to play that kind of a brand of cricket, very happy to rotate the strike, very happy to play second fiddle. And that was faced probably the 20-50 runs difference, where they were complacent with the batting approach, probably cost them the match tonight here, as Bengaluru win this game by 5 wickets here. And this will be the last league game here for Royal Challengers Bangalore in Bengaluru. But they'll be eagerly coming back because we have the playoffs and the finals here in Bengaluru, because they have won. They are the defending champions there, and that will be a big win here for Royal Challengers Bangalore. Carl Jacob, Saurabh, why am I not seeing Gomati Maharaj's comment? I think, Carl, the reason that you might not be seeing Gomati Maharaj's messages could be that probably I think Gomati Maharaj is watching it on the vertical platform or the horizontal platform, and you are watching it on the exactly opposite platform of which Gomati Maharaj is watching there. That could be the reason that you are not watching Gomati Maharaj's comments in the chat box there. That could be the reason there. If the chats on the horizontal platform would not be visible on the vertical platform would not be visible on the horizontal platform there. Let me check there. Yes, there you go, Carl Jacob. Gomati Maharaj is watching the stream on the vertical platform there. That is the reason you're not able to watch the comments from Gomati Maharaj on the stream here. Requesting all the people there to please switch to the horizontal platform, because the vertical platform, watching it on the vertical platform, is for new folks who do not know anything about our channel, because while they swipe the shots, the vertical format pushes our channel to those people. While they swipe our channel, they get to see our channel, and then we can try them to convert them as a potential subscriber and a viewer to the horizontal format there. And with that said, 206 for 5, and Royal Challengers Bengaluru winning by 5 wickets there. And tomorrow is going to be a double header there, because it's a weekend tomorrow. It's a Saturday here, big Saturday here in the Indian Premier League. Tomorrow we have 2 double blockbusters on our cards here. Delhi Capitals will be hosting Punjab Kings. Punjab Kings, the only team still yet to face the brunt of a defeat here. They will be hoping to continue the winning streak here, and Delhi Capitals, who won the last game against RCB, will be keen to continue their momentum in the right directions there. Rajasthan Royals will be hosting Sunrisers Hyderabad in the evening game here. So we have 2 games on our cards here. And to all the folks, we are just letting you know, do not forget to hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button there. Every single like, every single subscription will mean the world to us. And hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. And if at all you enjoyed the stream, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. And if at all you want to be play a part in my to contribute towards my journey and contribute towards my fight, you can, and if at all possible, if you loved the stream and if you loved the commentary and the energy we put during this commentary, do not you can also feel free to scan the QR code and you can contribute and support my commentary as well as this channel, as well as my journey with my fifth cancer there. With that said, we'll be calling curtains here tonight. Royal Challengers Bengaluru winning by 5 points, winning by 5 wickets, beg your wicket, and they'll get into the double figures in the points table there. And they'll be climbing up to number 2. They'll be displacing, swapping places with Rajasthan Royals, as Rajasthan will move down to the 3rd place and Royal Challengers Bengaluru will move up to the 2nd place here. Despite the century here for Sai Sudharsan, it'll be tough for him to be on the losing side here. And the match was the catchers win you games, and how costly was the drop chance there. First over, and Virat Kohli was dropped. Easy catch there from Washington Sundar. Well, even the best of the best drop catches there. But Washington Sundar on the wrong side of things tonight here, as he was the culprit behind dropping the chance. And moreover, Virat Kohli capitalized on that, and he played one hell of a knock tonight here, along with Devdutt Padikkal, to set the stage here for Royal Challengers Bangalore's victory here. With that said, we'll be calling it curtains tonight. And thank you, Carl, for your message once again. Okay, thanks for the reply and the lovely commentary. Best wishes. Thank you, Carl, once again for being here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Hope you all enjoyed the stream, and thank you for such wonderful community that we got here, who are extremely concerned about the channel, who acknowledge the channel from across the globe. It's wonderful to be a part of such a wonderful global community out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. It means the world to me. It gives me a lot of hope in this fight against my 5th cancer here. And if at all you love the stream, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if at all possible, if whoever can contribute, if at all you love the energy and the stream and the kind of energy we put behind, and if at all you want to support our journey, because we are not like the other streamers who gets in like a 50k, 60k, 600k views, because those people spread hatred in the streams, and the hatred builds in toxic fan culture, and then the engagement happens in the chat box, and then we do not want to spread the toxic culture just to get the revenue and the views there. We want to use sports as a catalyst, as a tool for development, and we do want to do in the professional style of journalism there, and that's the reason we do not get much views here. And if at all you feel that we did a good job, if at all you want to contribute towards the channel, if at all you want to contribute, because we do not get much revenue running in from these views here, you can kindly, if at all possible from your end, if at all you can afford it, you can scan the QR code and you can contribute towards the growth of the channel and towards my battle there. So thank you so much there. The QR code is on the right top of the screens there, and that will be lovely to have you on board in the form of subscribers too. So with that said, we'll catch up tomorrow here. Hope you have a wonderful night, and hope you have a wonderful day to the people watching in from the other part of the globe there. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, your very own sports journalist, calling it off, and have a wonderful night.